91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. I'm Gabe Promote. Alongside me is William Troyer. Tonight, Goshen College hosts Bethel University. We're just a few minutes away from game action, but first, let's give it to Will to get your keys to the game. First for Goshen.
Yeah, so for the Maple Leafs, run the Pilots off the three-point line. This Bethel team really likes to shoot the three ball, and you know, if they get hot, we were just talking about it, then this can really bury the Maple Leafs early, so make sure you run them off the three-point line. Don't allow lots of easy and open looks. Finally, keep the Pilots off the offensive glass. The Maple Leafs have given up way too many offensive rebounds this season, especially in the last couple games, allowing their opponents to have multiple offensive looks per possession, which never helps you win a game. Opponents versus the Maple Leafs this season are averaging nearly 12 second chance opportunities, 12 offensive rebounds per game, which you'd like to cut that about in half. And the Maple Leafs would be better off. And now for the Bethel Pilots, don't let the Maple Leafs score in the post. Denise Chapman, as we talked about, is the leading scorer for this team, nearly averaging 12 points per game. She's good enough to create on her own, and then she can also kick out and distribute on the outside. So they need to limit her touches, really, in this one. And then don't allow the Maple Leafs to turn you over. Once the Maple Leafs are out and running, they're very quick, and we've seen them with lots of easy, fast break opportunities to score. So that's something that Bethel needs to make sure that doesn't happen today, is the Maple Leafs running out and getting those easy open looks in transition.
Yeah, well, I know we've touched on it a little bit. We're about a minute and a half away from game time here. Can we just put the importance on how important this game is for both of these teams, especially Goshen?
Yeah, so both teams obviously winless in the Crossroads League. Both of them desperately need a win, but neither of them are out of it. You know, taking a look at the women's basketball standings in the Crossroads League, sitting at number 1 is Taylor at 7-0. But then at the bottom of the league, you look, it's Goshen and Bethel tied at 0-7, but Spring Arbor in the 8th seed only has one more win than either of these teams. So one more win ties for 8th in this position. But then if the Maple Leafs can win this one and then win the next one against Spring Arbor, they're moving themselves all the way up into the 8th slot, which is a playoff position. So this is a huge game for the Maple Leafs. One win here and then one over Spring Arbor, and you're right back into contention.
Yeah, well, I can't express to you, being an athlete myself, how once you're in a drought, that one win can just start the ball rolling, and one win can turn into 3 wins, and 3 wins can turn into 5, and that would just be so important, especially when you're trying to get to the playoffs and make a run. So we're going to step aside for America the Beautiful. We'll be back with game action right after this on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Welcome back to women's basketball here on 91.1 The Globe as the Goshen College Maple Leafs take on the Bethel University Pilots. We're just about to get into game action here. Let's run you through the starting lineups. First for Bethel.
Yeah, number 4, Macy Heinlich, a sophomore guard at 5'8" from Manon, Indiana. Number 14, Maggie DeBoy, a sophomore guard at 5'10" from Mulberry, Indiana. Number 24, Jessica Irwin, a junior forward at 6 foot from Springfield, Ohio. Number 30, Kelsey Brickner, a junior forward at 5'11" from Goshen, Indiana. And number 32, Savannah Feenstra, a freshman forward at 6'1" from Osceola, Indiana. Head coach Doug Porter in his first season at Bethel University.
And for your Maple Leafs, number 1, sophomore guard from Southfield, Michigan, Janara Flowers. Number 4, sophomore guard/forward from Brighton, Michigan, Grayson Cockerham. Number 22, junior guard from Kettering, Ohio, Mariah Rowe. Number 25, senior forward from Hamler, Ohio, Allison Prigge. And number 34, sophomore forward/center from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Tanisha Chapman. The Maple Leafs are coached by head coach Stephanie Miller in her 9th season here at Goshen College. We are moments away from game time here. Your Maple Leafs are in all gray uniforms with purple lettering and white and purple piping. And your visiting Pilots are in blue uniforms with gray lettering, white numbering, and white accenting. So tipping off for the Maple Leafs is going to be Chapman, and for the Pilots it's going to be Irwin. Ball's up, and the Pilots win the tip. Ball is loose, but recovered quickly by Irwin as she drives across the half-court line. She gives it off to Brickner, who quickly gives it to Feenstra, who gives it to Heimlich, back to Irwin. As Irwin drives to the basket, puts a shot up, and no good, rebounded by Chapman. She gives it off to Rowe, who comes down the court, gives it to Flowers. Flowers quickly double teamed, so she gets it back out to Rowe. Over to Cockerham in the right corner. Back to Flowers, and they give it back to Rowe at the logo. Rowe trying to shake her defender, but can't get it to Flowers. Flowers takes a 3, and no good. Off Prigge's hand and goes out of bounds. So 45 seconds passed here. Scoreless. Still in the first quarter. Here is Irwin taking it down for the Pilots. She hands it off to Feenstra, who gives it to Brickner. Brickner, step back, can't do anything with it though. She gives it off to Irwin. Irwin back to Feenstra. Feenstra tries to drive to the basket, puts a shot up, and good. So Pilots strike first, 2-0 lead over the Maple Leafs.
Nice move from Feenstra. The hesitation midway through opened up the lane for to lay it in.
Here's Prigge in the left corner, shoots a 3, no good. Rebounded by Rowe. And a foul.
That foul's going to go on number 32, Savannah Feenstra. That's her first, team's first. Maple Leafs with possession underneath.
Rowe, pass it to Flowers, open in the corner, takes another 3, and they finally sink this one as the Maple Leafs take the lead back.
Flowers had a hot first quarter in the last game. Let's see if she can get something going again.
Here is Brickner. Passes it off to Feenstra. Inside pass to Irwin, but taken away by Prigge. Prigge gives it off to Flowers on the right side of the wing. Cross court to Rowe. Rowe gives it off to Cockerham. Pump fake. Drives to the basket, puts it up, and no good. Gets her own rebound and taken away by DeVoy. She finds Brickner all alone under the basket, and she puts it in for an easy 2. Here's Cockerham on the right side of the wing. Gives it back over to Flowers. Flowers passes it off to Rowe. Rowe cross court to Cockerham. Cockerham cross court to Rowe. Rowe, easy layup, but she misses it. Rebounded by Chapman, and she's fouled as she goes up.
Gabe, lots of open looks for the Maple Leafs so far. Another missed layup. Tanisha Chapman bails the team out with an offensive rebound. That fouls on number 4, Macy Heimlich. That's her first, team second substitution. That's number 35. Sydney Williams coming to the game for Savannah Feenstra.
Chapman is a 50% free throw shooter on the season as she takes the first free throws of the night. First shot is up and no good. She's going to try and tie the game at 4 here with this one.
Free throws will be key coming down the stretch as the Maple Leafs miss both of them. Not a great start from the free throw line.
By the Pilots. Here's Irwin. Loses the ball. And that's going to go for the Maple Leafs.
4-3. Pilots on top, 7:30 first quarter. Maple Leafs with possession.
Rowe's going to take it down the court for the Maple Leafs here. She's going to give it off to Cockerham on the left side of the wing. She's going to give it to Rowe in the corner. Over to Prigge, back at the top of the key. Inside pass to Rowe, and she gives it off to Flowers in the corner. Takes a three, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Goshen.
So, Gabe, with this Bethel zone, the 1-1-3, the weird 2-3 that they're in, allowing lots of second chance points for the Maple Leafs, and that's what's happening so far.
Inside pass to Prigge. Prigge puts it up, but she can't finish it. Rebounded by the Pilots. Given off to DuBois. DuBois pulls up, and easy two. So, the Bethel University Pilots take a three-point lead here as Cockerham gives it to Chapman inside. Spin move, puts it up, and good. Great move by Chapman.
Her footwork's greatly improved from a season ago, and she shows it off right there. Beautiful move to cut the lead to 1.
Here is Irwin. Slowing it down here for the Pilots. It gives it off to Brickner. Brickner back to DuBois, who gives it to Williams. Williams gives it inside to Brickner and puts it up in good. 8-5. Pilots lead. Here's Rowe. Gives it to Flowers at the logo. Back to Rowe on the left wing. Inside pass to Chapman. Chapman gives it back to Rowe. Over to Flowers. Wide open. Pulls up. And good. Wide open look for Flowers. And she made him pay as she ties the game.
Quick 6 for Flowers. She had 13 in the first quarter last time. On pace for that already.
Here is Irwin, who gives it off to Heimlich. Heimlich gives it over to DuBois. Here's Williams. Williams takes a three. No good. Rebounded by the Pilots, and Irwin puts it up and good. Here is Cockerham. Cockerham inside pass to Chapman. Chapman tries to get around her defenders, can't, gives it back to Cockerham. Flowers gives it to Prigge in the corner, wide open, good. It's raining threes here for Goshen to start the quarter.
3 of them already, 11-10. Maple Leafs take their first lead of the game.
Here is Irwin. Gives over to Williams in the corner. Back to Brickner. Pump fake. Inside pass to Williams. Pump fake, puts it up. Looks like it was blocked by Chapman. Chapman recovers, gives it off to Rowe. Rowe gives it to Prigge on the left wing, and she's going to walk with it. Substitutions here.
Kira Murphy checking the game for her first time for Allison Prigge. Also coming in for Bethel, number 2, Emma Prince, and number 22, Katie Kinker, along with number 3, Sierra Miller. 11-10, Maple Leafs on top, 5:04 first quarter. Pilots with possession.
Here's Prince. She gives it off to Miller. Miller over to Kinkler, who gives it to Brickner. Brickner drives inside, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Murph. Murph gives it to Rowe. And they're going to call a foul.
Foul is going to go on number 2, Sierra Miller. That's her first, team's third already.
4:48 remaining here in the first quarter as Rowe takes it across the half-court line. Gives it over to Cockerham on the right side of the wing. Back to Rowe. Rowe gives it over to Flowers. Back to Rowe. Inside to Chapman. Gives it back outside to Rowe. Rowe drives to the basket. And they're going to call another foul.
3-second violation actually will be the call on Denise Chapman.
Here's Prince taking it down for the Maple Leafs. Gives it to Brickner. Brickner gives it over to Kinker, who gives it to DuBois. Back to Brickner. In the corner, looking for an open man. Doesn't. Drives it to the basket. Gives it back out to Prince. Prince passes it to Brickner, who can't, but offensive rebound by the Pilots. Deep 2 taken by Kinker, and it's good. 12-11, Pilots lead.
Gabe talked about second chance points. Pilots already have 4 of them.
Here's Rowe. Tries to pass it to Chapman. Just out of Chapman's reach, so substitutions for the Pilots.
Number 32, Savannah Feenstra, and number 15, Destiny Vallejo. Maple Leafs will keep possession. Ball was tipped on the entry pass, so they'll inbound underneath with 21 on the shot clock.
Rowe gives it to Chapman, who gives it to Cockerham, who gives it to Flowers. Deep three, and good. She gets her third three of the night. That puts her at 9 points early here. Here is Kinker trying to respond. Doesn't, gets an offense. Pilots get an offensive rebound. Here's Prince at the top of the key. She gives it to Feenstra, who drives to the basket, but it's knocked out by Murph. Ball's gonna go out of bounds.
Rauch will check in for Flowers. Flowers exits with 9 points in the first quarter. Pilots with possession.
Prince gives it inside, and the shot is up by Feenstra, and it's good. Tie game here. Here's Cockerham on the right side of the wing. Gives it to Rowe. Rowe pulls up a three, and good. Everything seems to be falling for the Maple Leafs here, Will.
They're hot, 5 threes already. They've got 17, 15 of those coming from behind the arc.
Here is Miller, deep three. No good, but Prince manages to get the rebound. She's going to take a three, and no good. Finally rebounded by Rowe. Rowe's going to cross at half court. Drive inside, outside pass to Rauch in the corner. No good, and there's a foul called.
Over the back will be called on Kiera Murph. That's her first.
More substitutions here, Will.
Prigge checks in along with Williams for the Pilots. Denise Chapman exits along with Katie Kinker. 17-14, Maple Leafs hot shooting from behind the arc with 5 threes in the first quarter.
Here's Irwin, gives it off to Feenstra, who gives it to Williams. Williams drives inside, puts it up, no good. Ball is out of bounds, and it's going to go for Bethel. More substitutions here.
Number 4, Macy Heinlich, along with number 14, Maggie DuBois, coming into the game for the Pilots. Bethel has 3 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, something we talked about earlier on in the game. Maple Leafs need to limit those.
Here is Heinlich. Heinlich gives it to Irwin. Irwin back up to Heinlich, and she puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Prigge. Prigge gives it to Rowe. Rowe gives it to Cockerham, who gets it to Rowe. Rowe drives inside. Inside pass to Murph, puts it up, and good. Good passing there by Rowe.
Beautiful look from Mariah Rowe. Maple Leafs on top by 5.
Here is DuBois, who gives it to Feenstra. Tries to drive inside, can't. Gives it to Williams, and stolen by Murph. Murph gives it to Rauch, and Rauch gives it to Rowe. Rowe over to Cockerham in the corner, pump fake, drives to the basket, puts it up, and good.
Nice spin off the glass from Cockerham. 21-14, Maple Leafs lead 7.
Here is DuBois, takes a corner three, no good, and a foul's called.
Foul is going to go on number 24, Jessica Irwin. It's her first, team's 4th substitution. Janara Flowers comes back into the game for Grayson Cockerham.
1:36 here remaining in the first quarter. Goshen leads the Pilots 21-14. I think it's safe to say this game got out of hand for the Pilots really quick.
Yeah, but it can get real close again with this press they're going to apply right here.
So here's Flowers. Flowers gives it back to Rowe as she comes across half court with it. Rowe drives to the basket, loses it, recovers it, gives it to Flowers. Flowers gives it back to Rowe. 16 on the shot clock here as Rowe decides to slow it down here. Screened by Prigge. Rowe goes to the basket, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by DuBois. DuBois comes down the court, drives to the basket, stops. Double dribble. Obvious there.
Coming into the game, it's Brickner for Williams. For the Pilots, Maple Leafs will take possession yet again, on top by 7, their largest lead of the game. 21-14.
Rauch inbounding for the Maple Leafs, gives it to Rowe. Rowe across to Flowers, back to Rowe. Rowe is going to pass it to Rauch. Prigge in the corner. She gives it back to Rowe. Rowe, Flowers wide open again. No good. Rebounded by DuBois. Knocked out of bounds, and refs say it's going to go to the Pilots.
21-14, 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Maple Leafs on top by 7.
Here is Irwin, gives it to Feenstra. Inside pass to DuBois. DuBois gives it back out. Here is Brickner driving to the basket, and she's fouled as she goes up.
Looked like that foul is on, not on the shot actually, so it'll be on the baseline. Foul's on Rauch, so actually now it is on the shot after the other two refs said, nope, that was shooting foul. So that's right where Brickner will go to shoot her first attempts, Bethel's first attempts of the day as she knocks the first one down.
Brickner is a 78% free throw shooter on the season. Her second shot is up, and it's also good. So they cut the lead here to 5. 28 seconds here remaining in the first quarter.
Maple Leafs will have the last shot if they want it. Let's see if they hold for as long as they can.
Here's Flowers. Flowers gives it back to Rowe. Rowe to Priggy. Priggy back to Rowe. Taking their time with it. Flowers gives it inside to Murph. Murph tries to go to the basket, and
foul on the drive will send the Maple Leafs to the free throw line. It's number 32 picking up the foul. That's Savannah Feenstra, her second. At the free throw line, Kiera Murph for 2 shots.
Three seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Murph is going to go to the line. She is a 71% free throw shooter this season. Delay a game here as the refs are trying to figure something out with the scoreboard here. Murph is going to take her first shot. It's up and good.
Free throws down the stretch will be big for the Maple Leafs as they are 0 for 2, now 1 of 3, thanks to Murph's last hit. One more.
Shots up and good. Pilots are going to give it to Irwin. She's just going to send up a prayer. Nowhere close as the first quarter comes to an end. And we're going to be right back with more Maple Leaf women's basketball right after this on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Welcome back to the Ruth Gunjan Gymnasium as the Goshen College Maple Leafs are taking on the Bethel University Pilots as the second quarter is just underway as Cockerham inbounds it to Flowers. Flowers gives it to Rowe. Rowe gives it to Priggy. Priggy over to Cockerham on the left side of the wing. She gives it back to Flowers. Flowers is on the logo. She gives it back to Cockerham. Tries to give it inside to Chapman, off Chapman's fingertips, and DuBois is going to take it down for the Pilots. She's going to pass it to Irwin. Irwin's going to give it to Brickner. Brickner over to Williams. Williams is going to drive over to the top of the key, but she's going to give it back. And here's Heimlich, who gives it to Williams. for 3, no good. Rebounded by DuBois, and the foul's called.
Foul will be on Janara Flowers, her first team's first of the quarter. Gabe, offensive rebound, striking again. Pilots with 5 in, well, 11 minutes of play.
Here is Heinlich. Heinlich's going to give it to Brickner at the top of the key. Brickner's going to give it over to Irwin. Irwin is going to give it outside to DuBois, who's going to give it to Heinlich for 3, and no good. And rebounded by Cockerham. Here's Priggy, wide open in the corner, no good. Brought down by Williams. Williams is going to try and give it to Irwin. Gets away from her, but Irwin recovers it. Here's Heinlich. Heinlich gives it outside to DuBois. DuBois is going to drive to the basket. Put a shot up and no good. Rebounded by Chapman. Here's Rowe. Rowe inside, goes up and blocked.
Substitution number 2, Emma Prince checks into the game for number 24, Jessica Irwin.
Confusion on whose ball it is. Looked like it went off of the Pilots, but the refs saw it differently.
Ball will actually go back to the Pilots.
So here is Prince. He gives it to Heinlich. Heinlich drives to the basket, and she's fouled as she goes up.
Foul is on Flowers, who picks up her second of the quarter, second team as well. 23-16, 8:30, second quarter at the line is Macy Heinlich.
First one is good. Heinlich is a 70% free throw shooter on the season. She's going to go up for her second shot, and it's good.
Subbing into the game, Drea Rougeau for Janara Flowers.
Here's Cockerham giving it to Rowe. Rowe is going to take it across half court as she gives it over to Rougeau on the right side of the wing. She gives it to Priggy. Priggy gives it over to Rowe. And the refs going to call a foul.
Fouls on Kelsey Brickner, her first team's first.
8:18 remaining here in the second quarter, as Rowe is going to pass it to Cockerham. Cockerham's going to drive to the basket, a wide open look, and she makes it for 2.
Cockerham with 4, lead is now 7, 8-10, second quarter.
Here is Prince. She gives it to Heinlich. Heinlich giving it back to DuBois. DuBois to Brickner. Brickner pump fake, drives to the basket. Shot's going to be up, and the refs saw contact. No one else did, but they're going to call a foul. Foul's going to be on Allison Priggy. It's going to send Brickner to the line. First shot is good. So the Pilots remain perfect from the free throw line, as Brickner makes her 4th shot of the day. So she cuts the lead to 5, 25-20, Maple Leafs lead, 7:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Here is Rougeau, gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham drives the basket, outside pass to Rowe. Rowe's going to drive, and she's going to try and give it to Cockerham, but
travel is the call. Subbing into the game, Destiny Vallejo for the Pilots. Maple Leafs pressing now.
Here is Prince. She's going to bring it across half court, and she's going to pass it off to Heinlich. Heinlich's going to get outside to Vallejo, who gives it to Brickner. Brickner takes a deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Cockerham, who's going to pass it, try and pass it to Rowe, but intercepted by Brickner, and she's going to get fouled.
Foul is going to go on Grayson Cockerham, her first team's 3rd.
It's going to send Brickner back to the line for her 5th and 6th shots of the day. She is perfect from the free throw line in this game so far.
Claire Rauch checks into the game for Grayson Cockerham.
Her first shot is good.
So despite the Pilots not hitting a three-pointer, 0 for 9, they're perfect 7 for 7, and of course there's the miss.
So here's Rowe. Rowe is going to give it to Rauch in the corner. Rauch's going to dribble to the top of the key. Give it back to Rowe. 16 seconds here on the shot clock as Rowe drives to the basket. 3 defenders on her, and a foul's going to be called.
Fouls on number 2, Emma Prince, her first, team's second. Substitution number 24, Jessica Irwin, comes back into the game for number 2, Emma Prince.
6:57 remaining here. Rowe is going to give it to Rougeau, the corner, who's going to give it back to Rowe. And she's going to say she stepped out of bounds.
Another turnover for the Maple Leafs, their 6th of the first half.
Here is Irwin. Giving it off to Brickner, who tries to give it to Villejo, but she bobbles it, recovers. Here's Williams. Inside pass to Irwin, but she can't handle it as she threw a rocket, and it's going to go out of bounds. Maple Leaf ball.
Number 32, Savannah Feenstra, checks back into the game for Sydney Williams.
Here is Rowe. She's going to give it to Priggy. Priggy's going to give it to Rowe. Inside pass to Chapman. 3 defenders on her. Back out to Rowe. Rowe's going to give it to Rauch. Wide open in the corner, and she's going to sink it. Here is Irwin crossing half court for the Pilots. Passes it to Heimlich. Heimlich's going to give it to Villejo all alone on the left side of the link, and she sinks it as the Pilots finally make the 3-point. Here's Rauch wide open in the corner again, and she answers.
Nobody to covering her, and she's going to hit that same spot, same result.
Here is Heimlich driving to the basket, and she makes it for 2. Here's Rowe coming back. Gives it to Rauch in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Feenstra, who gives it to Heimlich. Stolen by, looks to be Rougeau. Here's Priggy up for 2 and good.
Good at 2-on-1 fast break, finding the open layup. And another turnover.
And Irwin passes it to Heimlich, who just wasn't looking at her, as Rougeau takes a 3. No good. Rebounded by Chapman. And they're going to call a foul. I think it's safe to say nobody in the gym agrees with that.
Well, each player has a right to the ball, and Denise Chapman beat her to the ball. Therefore, you know, you'd think it would stay with the Maple Leafs. But regardless, 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Some statistics. Maple Leafs shooting a hot 48% from the field. From the three-point line, that's where they're doing most of their damage. 47%, 7 of 15, knocking lots of open threes down. And then the free throw line, just 4 attempts, and they're shooting at 50%, 2 out of 4. For the Pilots, 39% from the field, 10% from 3, 1 of 10. Villejo with the a lone three-pointer made by them, and at the free throw line, 87%, 7 out of 8. Rebounds, 14-12 in favor of the Pilots. They've got 5 offensive rebounds. 10 assists for the Maple Leafs, which is high for them. Usually they're only around the 11 assist mark per game, and they're already at 10, so that's a very good sign to see from the Maple Leafs. They got 4 steals, 6 turnovers, and for the Pilots, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 7 turnovers. Game's pretty even so far, 33-26, Maple Leafs on top.
Thanks, Will. So we're about to get back into action here after the highly controversial foul call. And Villejo is going to go to the line for the Pilots. First shot is up and no good. She is a 55% free throw shooter on the season as she takes her second shot, and it's good.
Shooting the percentage.
Here is Yoder taking it across half court for the Maple Leafs. She gives it to Rougeau on the right side of the wing. Inside pass to Murph. Can't handle it because it's tipped by Brickner. Brickner recovers. She gives it to Irwin. Irwin inside pass to Feenstra, wide open all alone, and it's good for the Pilots. So here is Yoder again, giving it over to Rougeau on the right side of the wing. Prigge at the top of the key. Inside pass to Murph. Murph gives it out to Rougeau. Here's Prigge wide open. She takes a three. No good. Rebounded by Rauch, and Rauch's going to put it up for a jump ball.
Ball will go back to the Pilot substitution, number 14. Maggie DuBois comes into the game for Vallejo.
4:33 remaining here in the first half as Irwin gives it to Brickner. Brickner's going to give it to Vallejo. Takes a deep three, and she makes it with the flick of her wrist, just shooting like a velociraptor. Here is Yoder coming across half court, and this will be a foul.
Foul's on 24. Jessica Irwin, that's her second, team's third. Cockerham and Rowe check back into the game for Yoder and Rougeau.
Here's Rowe. Bring it over to the right side of the wing. 18 seconds on the shot clock. She gives it over to Cockerham. Cockerham gives it to Rauch. Rauch is going to give it back to Cockerham. He gives it to Rowe. Rowe's going to drive inside. She's going to trip. And there's going to be a foul called.
Foul's on 24. Jessica Irwin, her third.
Rowe struggled to get up, and she's going to
probably bump knees on the drive, if I had to guess. Substitution for the Pilots, number 2. Emma Prince checks in.
3:53 remaining here in the second quarter. Maple Leafs have a 1-point lead on the Pilots. Here's Rowe inbounding it to Cockerham. Throws a dime to Cockerham. Gives it off to Rauch. Rauch's going to give it back to Cockerham. He's going to drive to the basket and draw a foul.
Another Bethel foul. That's on number 3, Sierra Miller, her second, team's 5th. Cockerham to the free throw line as Williams comes in for the Pilots, along with Flowers and Chapman for the Maple Leafs.
Cockerham will be shooting her first free throws of the day. Her first shot is up and good. She's going to try and extend the lead to 3 here with this second shot. That shot is up and good. Here is Prince taking it to Feenstra. Feenstra is going to pass over to Prince, and she's going to give it to Williams. Back to DuBois. DuBois is going to drive to top of the key. Gives it to Williams. Williams throws up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Flowers. Flowers is going to give it to Cockerham. Cockerham's going to give it to Rowe. Rowe wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Chapman. Chapman's wide open under basket, and it's good. 37-32 Maple Leafs lead. Here's Prince. Looks like she traveled. No call. Feenstra's going to drive to the basket. They're going to call.
Foul on the drive is on Murph, her second, team's 5th. Substitution for the Pilots, number 4, Macy Heinlich, coming into the game for number 3, Sierra Miller.
Feenstra. First shot is up. Good.
They're really making it count when they go to the free throw line now, 9 for 11.
Second shot is good as well. here's Flowers. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Rowe's going to take it across half court for the Maple Leafs. Rowe's going to give it off to Cockerham on the right side of the wing. Rowe in the corner. Cross court to Flowers. Flowers going to give it back to Rowe. Rowe is going to drive to the basket, put it up, no good. Brought down by Feenstra. Feenstra is going to give it out to Heimlich. He's going to give it to Williams. She's going to throw it up and good. Pilots cut the lead to 1, 2:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Cockerham. Gives it over to Rowe. Rowe's going to give it to Flowers. Back to Rowe. To Murph. Murph is going to lose it, and they're going to call a jump ball.
Ball will go back to the Pilots. Maybe it'll stay with the Maple Leafs. Guess the arrow on the scoreboard is incorrect. Ball will stay with the Maple Leafs.
Rowe will be inbounding for the Maple Leafs. 12 seconds on the shot clock as she gets it into Flowers, who passes it back to Rowe. 8 on the shot clock. Inside pass to Murph. And there's a foul call.
Foul on number 35, Sydney Williams. That's her first, team's 5th of the half, or rather quarter. So Murph goes back to the free throw line. She's perfect 2 for 2 on the day to shoot 2 more. Substitution, Kelsey Brickner checks into the game for Sydney Williams.
Here's Murph. Her first shot is up and no good. It rolls out. She's going to take her second shot here. Shot is up and she's good. 38-36, Maple Leafs lead here. 1:50 remaining in the first half. Here is Brickner in the corner. Gives it to DuBois. DuBois over to Heimlich, who gives it to Feenstra. Takes a 3. No good. No call on over the back. Here is Cockerham. Drives the basket. And it's foul.
Yeah. Wide open lane. Took it all the way to the basket. Nearly made it, but we'll have 2 shots. Fouls on number 14, Maggie DuBois. Her first, team's 7th.
Here's Cockerham's 3rd free throw of the night, and it's good.
Pretty lucky roll.
Yeah, stayed up there for a little bit, but it ended in the basket, and that's what she was going for. So here's her second shot, and good again. Here is Prince, gives it to Heimlich. Heimlich bounce pass to Feenstra. Feenstra's going to give it back to Heimlich. He's going to pass inside and going to get recovered by the Maple Leafs. Rowe's pass is tipped, but Murph recovers as Rowe drives to the basket, puts it up, and good.
Another wide open lane for the Maple Leafs to drive. Their lead is 6.
Inside pass to Brickner, puts it up and is fouled and won.
Foul will be on Rowe. Brickner's basket is good. Prigge checks into the game for Murph. Brickner will have 1 more at the free throw line to cut the lead back to 3.
Brickner, first shot, only shot is good. 1:06 remaining here. Maple Leafs have a 3-point lead on the Pilots. So here's Rowe. He's going to give it over to Flowers on the right side of the wing. Here is Cockerham in the corner. Gives it back to Rowe. 19 on the shot clock. Inside pass to Chapman. Chapman going to put a shot up, and she's fouled.
Foul is on number 2, Emma Prince, her 2nd, team's 9th. Sydney Williams checks into the game for Savannah Feenstra, sending Denise Chapman back to the free throw line. She is 0 for 2 on the day, shoots 59% on the season.
Chapman's first shot is no good.
is her second. It's up and no good. Rebounded by the Pilots. Here's Prince, who is going to give it to Brickner. Brickner going to give it over to Heimlich. Heimlich's going to give it to the boy. The boy inside pass to Brickner. Put it up and good. 32 seconds remaining here as Flowers brings it across half court. She gives it over to Rowe. Rowe's going to give it back to Flowers. Gives it to Rowe on the right side of the wing. Rowe cross court to Flowers. Flowers back to Rowe. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Rowe's going to drive, and she's going to get fouled.
Foul is on Sydney Williams, commits the blocking foul. That's her second. Team's 10th. Rowe to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Rowe's first shot is up and good. Rowe's going to take her second shot, and good as well. Here are the Pilots. Prince is going to come across half court. She's going to lose the ball. Chapman's going to steal it. She's going to walk with it. So the Pilots are going to have possession, less than a second left on the shot clock.
Just guard the three-point line here with .9. About all you can do is catch and shoot, and you're most likely to have a catch and shoot at the three-point line.
Passes
There's
out.
the three.
Here's Heimlich, puts it up and no good. So that's going to bring the first half to an end. We'll be back with your halftime show here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics.
Welcome back to the Ruth Gundon Gymnasium here on the campus of Goshen College. As you are tuned into women's basketball, the Goshen College Maple Leafs lead the Bethel University Pilots 44-41 at the half. Will, do you have some stats for us?
Yeah, let's start with the Pilots, the visiting Pilots, who trail by 3, 41-44. They're shooting 45% from the field, 14% from three, just 2 out of 14, and then from the free throw line, getting it done and making it count, 85% on 11 of 13 attempts. Their leading scorer, the actually game-high scorer, Kelsey Brickner, with 12 points on a fairly efficient day, 50% from the field, but she's getting it done at the free throw line, 6 out of 7. Right behind her, Savannah Feenstra has 11. She's shooting 4 out of 5 from the field. Jessica Irwin has 4. Macy Heinlich has 4. And Destiny Vallejo has 4. Then there's 3 players with 2. It's Sydney Williams, Katie Kinker, and Maggie DeBoy. Each of them have 2 points apiece. 16 total rebounds for the Pilots, 9 assists, 9 turnovers, and 4 steals.
Thanks, Will. So the Maple Leafs came out of the gates on fire, making 5 threes. Janara Flowers had 9 points just to start off in the first quarter. She was on fire to start this game. How important do you think it is for the Maple Leafs to come out after this one and with the same fire, same energy to start the second half?
Well, they got to keep shooting because they're shooting 7 out of 17, 41%. That's where they're getting in the majority of their points, doing a fairly good job in like half-court defense, but when they're not getting back on missed opportunities on the offensive side, easy runouts on the other side for the Pilots. We've seen lots of those points right at the end. Brickner missed a layup on the Maple Leaf side. Brickner ran out and laid it in for the and one and converted the old-fashioned 3, so that cut it back to 3. The lead was at 6. So the Maple Leafs need to do a better job in transition doing that. Maple Leafs are shooting 47% from the field, 41% again from 3, and at the free throw line, a low 64%, 9 out of 14. Their leading scorer, Janara Flowers, with 9. Grayson Cockerham has 8. Mariah Rowe has 7. Claire Rauch has 6. Allison Prigge and Kiera Murphy each have 5 apiece, and then Denise Chapman has 4. They also have 16 rebounds. They're tied at 16 rebounds apiece. 10 assists for the Maple Leafs, 9 turnovers, and 6 steals. The Maple Leafs have led by 7 at one point. The Pilots led by just 3. It was pretty early on in the game. It's been pretty even, though, Gabe, but we keep saying it does seem like the Maple Leafs are on top by a lot more just because of how many threes they're knocking down, but the score reflects much differently. They're only on top by 3.
All right, thanks. Well, we're going to take a quick break and be back to you with more halftime analysis right after this on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics.
Welcome back to the Ruth Gunjan Gymnasium here at the campus of Goshen College. You're tuned into women's basketball as the Maple Leafs have a 3-point lead over the Bethel University Pilots, 44-41. We are at the half. So, Will, something that has really been killing the Maple Leafs here is the Pilots have gotten 5 offensive rebounds, and they've just been killing the Maple Leafs with second chance opportunities. Do you have anything to say about that?
Well, you know, in the pregame show, I said that the Maple Leafs have been giving their teams, or their rather opponents, 12 a game and already 5. So, no, I mean, you don't want to give away free second chance because you work so hard on the first initial defensive possession, and then you don't get the stop, and that's always a little bit. It's kind of a crusher. You know, you get the nice 30-second defensive possession, you think you're going to get back on offense, and then you give up the offensive rebound. And, you never want to do that, obviously.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there's been a lot of poor ball handling on both sides here, especially by, like, the Pilots throwing the ball to people who aren't looking at them, giving up easy turnovers like that. That's been hurting both teams in the first half. So do you have some keys of the game for us?
Yeah, well, I'll touch on that, too. Each team's got 9 turnovers. Maple Leafs average 20 a game, so they're a little bit under their mark. But, yes, the keys to the game for Goshen College, I said, run the Pilots off the three-point line. That is something they've done an excellent job of. 2 of 14 are what the Pilots are shooting from 3, and they're doing a nice job of that, just finishing those possessions again with the offensive rebounds, or rather defensive rebounds. And then the other key for the Maple Leafs was to keep the Pilots off the offensive glass. Haven't done a great job of that. 5 offensive rebounds and a handful of second chance points. So that's something they need to fix in the second half. For the Pilots, I said the Maple Leafs can't score in the post, and they really haven't. Denise Chapman has just 4 points, and Kira Murph only has 5. So they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, or I guess I should say they're doing a nice job keeping the Maple Leafs centers off the scoreboard. But for the Maple Leafs, they've done a nice job penetrating and being able to get to the bucket and laying that in. So that's something they could change. And then for the Pilots, don't let the Maple Leafs turn you over and run in transition. I can't think of a whole lot of times the Maple Leafs have run in transition. There was the 1-on-2 with Drea Rougeau and Allison Prigge. They made the layup there. But other than that, the Maple Leafs haven't had a whole lot of runouts. But another key, I guess, going into the final second half of this one, the Pilots need to run the Maple Leafs off the three-point line. The Maple Leafs are showing them, hey, we can hit the 3. We hit 7 of them. So that's something that they got to change in this second half.
Yeah, I think the Maple Leafs have been doing a really good job with some of the tough calls that have been against them and some of the no calls that haven't been called that definitely should have been. And if they come out with the same passion or same fire and energy as they did in the second half or in the first half, I don't think they should have any problem putting away this Pilots team. So we are going to take another break. We'll be right back here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Welcome into women's basketball here at Ruth Gunjan Gymnasium on the campus of Goshen College. Your Goshen College Maple Leafs are hosting the Bethel University Pilots. The Maple Leafs have a 3-point lead on the Pilots, 44-41, as we are just about to start the second half. Will, you got anything to say before we go into the second half?
For the Maple Leafs, keep shooting the 3, and for the Pilots, run them off the 3. And then for the Pilots on offense, they got to penetrate and keep getting back to the free throw line. They're hitting their free throws, and they've shot 13 of them and hit 11. So they need to get back to the free throw line, and the Maple Leafs need to hit their threes, and it'll be an interesting finish.
We're getting into action here as Irwin gives it off to Du Bois. Du Bois is going to give it to Heimlich. Pump fake. She's going to drive to the basket, slow up, go back outside. Here's Brickner. Brickner's going to give it to Irwin. Irwin's going to give it to Heimlich. Pull up three, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Looked like it touched the Pilots last. That's what the ref saw too. So the Maple Leafs will be inbounding here.
Interesting enough, there was no shot clock on that first possession. It didn't matter though, because they didn't use the full 30, but they got it fixed.
Here is Rowe on the right side of the wing. She's going to give it over to Flowers. Flowers going to pass it inside to Chapman. Chapman's just going to lose it. They're going to try and give it to Brickner. Brickner couldn't handle that as Feenstra sinks the three. Tie game here, tied at 44, 9:15 remaining. Third quarter. Here is Rowe. Rowe's going to give it to Flowers. Flowers over to Cochran. Cochran, Prigge, wide open in the corner. Good.
Beautiful ball movement, the extra pass to the open three from Allison Prigge.
Here is Du Bois. Du Bois is going to pass it off to Heimlich. Heimlich's going to drive to the basket, put it up, and it's going to go. So Flowers is going to take it across half court for the Maple Leafs, gives it to Rowe on the right side of the wing. She is giving inside to Chapman. Chapman's going to give it out to Flowers. Flowers going to give it to Cochran. Cochran is going to step out of bounds, trying to drive to the basket. So it's going to go to the Pilots here. 8:30 remaining in the third quarter. 47-46 Maple Leafs lead. Here's Feenstra. Gives it to Irwin. Irwin is going to pass it to Heimlich. Heimlich's going to find Du Bois wide open under the basket. She gets the easy two. Here's Rowe to Cochran.
Maple Leafs with already 2 turnovers in the quarter.
Chapman is going to be fouled. Fouls on number 32, Savannah Feenstra.
It's her third. Team's first of the quarter substitution. Sydney Williams comes into the game for Feenstra. Feenstra, the leading scorer with 14 points. 11 of those came in the first half.
Here is Cochran. Cochran's going to give it to Flowers. Flowers gives it off to Rowe. Rowe's at the logo. She gives it back to Flowers. Flowers hands it back to Rowe. Rowe gives it to Cochran. Cochran, top of the key. 2 defenders on her. Here's Rowe. Tries to drive to the basket. Tipped by Brickner. Brickner is all alone under the basket. Puts it up and good. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs by 3. Here is Flowers. She gives it to Chapman. Chapman, spin move, loses the ball. Pilots recover. Here is Williams. Williams is going to give it to Du Bois. Wide open from 3. Shot is off.
Foul on the rebound on the weak side is going to go on Grayson Cochran. That's her second. Team's first.
So the Pilots lead the Maple Leafs by 3, 50-47, 7:26 remaining here. Third quarter. Irwin's going to inbound it to Du Bois. Du Bois is going to drive to the basket, put it up, no good. Rebounded by Prigge. Prigge comes across half court, hands it off to Rowe. Rowe gives it to Flowers. Flowers takes a deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Prigge. Prigge puts it up, no good. And finally, Irwin brings it down to find Brickner wide open under the basket. We've seen that a couple times here from the Pilots as Coach Miller calls a timeout. We're going to stay right here. So, Will, Pilots came out hot right out of the gates. Maple Leafs struggled to all around, honestly, and they're making them pay.
Yeah, well, they're on an 11-3 run to open the quarter, and that's mainly due to the Maple Leafs, hurting themselves. They've got 4 turnovers in 3 minutes of action, and that's never a winning strategy for the Maple Leafs. And then they got to get back in transition. Brickner's had 2 wide open layups. In a press, they had a wide open layup. So just poor execution by the Maple Leafs in this first 3 minutes. And, the game is on the verge of flipping momentum, so they want to keep the game in striking distance as the Pilots are already back on top by 5. Their largest lead of the game, actually.
So we are just coming out of the timeout. 7:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Bethel leads the Maple Leafs 52-47. Rowe is going to be taking it across half court for the Maple Leafs. She gives it to Flowers. Flowers and give it back to Rowe. Rowe to Cockerham. Cockerham inside pass to Chapman. Back out to Prigge. Prigge gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham gives it to Flowers. Wide open. No good. Rebounded by Rowe. Rowe goes to the basket. She loses it.
Foul on the weak side rebound. Fouls on DuBois. That's her team's second substitution. It's number 3, Sierra Miller, checking into the game for Macy Heinlich.
Rowe is going to inbound it for the Maple Leafs. She's going to find Flowers at the top of the key. She's going to give it to Rowe in the corner. Cross court to Cockerham. Cockerham's going to drive to the basket, put it up, and no good. Brought down by the Pilots. DuBois gives it to Brickner. All alone under the basket again, and she sinks it.
That's her third fast break layup of the half.
So here's Rowe. Gives it to Flowers. Back to Rowe. Back to Flowers. Flowers gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham gives it to Prigge. Wide open for 3. No good. Brought down. Scuffle for the ball here. Rowe has it. Gives it to Chapman. Chapman's going to find Cockerham. Cockerham wide open for 3. No good. Rebounded by Rowe again. Rowe puts it up, and it's good. Good job by Rowe there just to stick with it, be tough, get 2 rebounds, and finally finish it yourself. So here is Irwin. She gives it to Brickner. Brickner gives it back to Irwin. Irwin's going to drive to the basket. She's going to put it up, and good. 56-49. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs here. 5:36 remaining in the third quarter. Here is Flowers. Flowers gives it to Prigge inside, puts it up, and good.
(56-51) Pilots on top. 5:20 third quarter.
Here is Irwin. Irwin gives it over to DuBois. DuBois is going to give it to Miller. Miller gives it to Brickner. Brickner drives over. Here's Irwin. 3, good. 59-51, 8-point lead for the Pilots here. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here is Rowe at the Maple Leaf logo. She's going to give it over to Prigge. Prigge's wide open for 3. Finds Flowers in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Cockerham. Cockerham puts it up. No good. Brought down by the Pilots, and there's a foul.
Foul is on number 14 for the Pilots. That's Maggie DuBois, her team's third. Group subs, Vallejo and Kinker checking the game for the Pilots. For the Maple Leafs, it's Claire Rauch and Kiera Murph, their first action of the second half.
Here's Rowe inbounding for the Maple Leafs. She finds Murph under the basket, and Murph is fouled going up.
Fouls on number 22, Katie Kinker, her team's 4th of the quarter. Murph to the free throw line where she's had a fairly successful day, 3 out of 4. She'll have 2 more.
Murph's first shot is up, and no good. Can't stress how important these free throws are for the Maple Leafs. You said this in the first half, and it's coming back to bite them now. Second shot is good, though. 52-59, 7-point lead here for the Pilots. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. Here is Irwin. Tries to give it to Kinker off Prigge's foot.
Maple Leafs in a 1-3-1 zone now.
Vallejo gives it to Irwin. Irwin on the right side of the wing. Gives it to Miller. Miller back to Irwin. Irwin's going to try and go up. No success there. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They're going to call it in favor of the Pilots. So here is Williams. She gives it to Irwin. Irwin drives to the top of the key. gives it to Vallejo. Williams, top of the key, gives it to Miller, puts it up as a shot clock expires, no good. And ball's going to go out of bounds, and the Pilots are going to get another chance at it. 4:04 remaining here in the third quarter as Irwin finds Vallejo wide open for three. No good. Maple Leafs finally bring it down. Here's Flowers crossing half court. Gives it to Rauch all alone in the corner. No good. Rebounded by the Pilots. Here is Irwin. 24 seconds on the shot clock here. As Miller passes it to Williams in the corner. Williams going to drive to the basket. Gives it to Miller. Miller shoots another three. No good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Maple Leafs. Substitutions.
Brickner and Prince checking the game for the Pilots for Williams and Irwin. Maple Leafs still trail by 7, 59-52, 3:31, third quarter.
So here is Rowe. Rowe's going to give it to Prigge. Prigge gives it to Flowers. Flowers gives it over to Rauch. Braxton give back to Flowers. Murph. Rowe. Prigge in the corner. No good. Kicked around by the Pilots. They finally recover it. Brickner is wide open under the basket, and she puts it in for two.
She's got 8 all right-hand layups
All
in the third quarter.
non-contested. Here is Flowers, inside pass to Prigge. Prigge's going to put it up, and good. So here is Prince taking it across half court. Gives it to Brickner for three, and good.
She's got 11 third quarter points.
Here's Prigge, wide open for three, puts it up, and good. Prigge putting the Maple Leafs offense on her back in this quarter. 57-64 Pilots lead. Here's Vallejo on the right wing. Gives it over to Tinker, who gives it to Miller. Miller gives it over to Prince. Prince going to take a three. No good. Rebounded by Murph. So here's Rowe. Rowe is going to give it to Rauch. Rauch's wide open for three. No good. And a foul call.
Foul will be on Prigge on the weak side rebound. That's her second, team's second. Cockerham and Kyer check into the game for the Pilots. It's Feenstra, Irwin, and Heimlich.
So, 1:57 remaining here in the third quarter. The Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 64-57. Here is Irwin. Gives it to Feenstra. Feenstra gives it to Brickner in the corner. She gives it back to Irwin. Irwin gives it to Vallejo. Feenstra in the corner. Back to Brickner. Brickner's going to drive to the basket. Lose the ball. Recovered by Vallejo, who just throws it up, and it goes in. So here's Yoder. She gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham's going to give it back to Yoder. Yoder's going to give it over to Kyer. Back to Yoder. Inside pass to Murph. Murph's going to give it to Yoder. He's going to find Cockerham. Cockerham's going to drive to the basket. Put it up. No good. Get her own rebound. Find Yoder. Wide open for three. Shots up and good. Yoder for three. 60-66. Maple Leafs trail the Pilots. 1 minute here remaining in the third quarter. Here's Vallejo. Gives it to Brickner. Brickner is going to give it over to Heimlich. Heimlich's inside pass to Brickner. Puts it up and blocked by Murph. You can feel the momentum change here in the gym, can't you, Will?
Yes, you can. Maggie DuBois checks in for the Pilots. That's a big shot off the bench from Yoder to knock down the three, cut the lead back to 6. Then a nice block from Kiera Murph on the other end. Pilots with possession, 11 on the shot clock. This is a big 11 seconds for the Maple Leaf defense.
So here's Feenstra. Gives it over to DuBois. Over to Irwin. Back to Heimlich. Heimlich's going to drive to the basket, put it up, and good. So here's Yoder taking it across half court. 33 seconds remaining here. Inside pass to Chapman. Chapman's going to do a spin move and put it up, and good. 27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Chapman's going to get a hand on it. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Great hustle there by Chapman. 23 seconds remaining here in the third quarter as Flowers checks into the game for Murph.
Gabe, big final 23 seconds of the quarter. Maple Leafs would love to be down just 6 to enter the fourth rather than, 8 or 9 with a basket from the Pilots.
Here is Irwin. Irwin gives it over to Feenstra. Feenstra to Heimlich. 16 seconds remaining here as Heimlich gives it to Irwin. Irwin is slowing things down here. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Irwin. Irwin gives it to Feenstra. Feenstra's going to lose the ball, recovered by Kyer. Who's going to give it to Flowers. She gets a shot off and no good. Didn't look like she got it off in time. Anyways, as the third quarter comes to an end, Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 68-62. We'll be right back after a quick break here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Welcome back to the Ruth Gunn Gymnasium here on the campus of Goshen College. You're tuned into women's basketball as the Bethel University Pilots are taking on the Goshen College Maple Leafs. Bethel leads Goshen 68-62 here at the start of the fourth quarter. Kyer's going to inbound it to Yoder. Yoder's going to come across half court. She's going to give it back to Kyer. Kyer's going to give it back to Yoder. Yoder gives it over to Flowers. Flowers gives it back to Yoder. Here's Flowers on the left wing. Gives it back to Flowers. Flowers tries to give it to Yoder. As Brickner tries to steal it, gets a hand on it, it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Maple Leafs ball. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock here.
You'd like to get a quality shot in 10 seconds. Let's see what they do.
Here's Yoder. Yoder gives it over to Kyer. Kyer over to Flowers. Flowers to Cockerham in the corner, wide open, no good. We're going to call a foul.
Foul's going to be on Logan Kyer. That's her team's first. Ball back to the Pilots.
9:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter as Irwin's going to bring it across half court for Bethel. Here's Feenstra, gives it to DuBois. DuBois going to give it over to Heimlich. Back out to DuBois. DuBois going to give it to Irwin. Irwin over to Heimlich. Back to the top of the key to Feenstra. Inside pass to DuBois. She's going to try and put it up. No good. Flowers is going to rebound it. She's going to give it to Yoder. Yoder is going to give it out to Flowers. She's going to take a three. No good. Rebounded by Cockerham. Back to Yoder. Yoder over to Flowers. Inside pass to Chapman. She's going to get fouled, but the rest are going to see it differently.
Fouls on Denise Chapman. That'll be her team's second.
So here's Irwin bringing it across half court. Gives it to Feenstra. Feenstra to DuBois. She's going to give it to Brickner, and Brickner's going to give it back to Irwin. So here is Heimlich. Going to try and go up, and ball is gonna roll out, no good. And they're gonna give it back to Bethel.
Wow, that was amazing. That ball sat on the back of the rim and sat and rolled off, and then the Pilots were first to it, and they will keep possession with 20 on the shot clock.
Rowe's gonna check back in for Yoder here, as the Pilots are going to inbound it to DuBois. DuBois gives it to Heimlich. Heimlich gives it back to Feenstra. Feenstra's gonna drive to the basket, lose it. Scramble for the ball here. And the Pilots are going to regain possession.
Prigge will check in for Kyer.
Here is Irwin giving it into DuBois. Back to Irwin. Irwin's dribbling around trying to find an open man. Finally finds Feenstra. Puts up a three, no good. Flowers saves it, gives it to Rowe. Rowe's going to come across half court with it, gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham is going to slow up, give it to Flowers. Wide open for three, puts no one up, and good. Flowers cuts the lead to three, 65-68. Bethel University leads.
Her 4-3, her first since the first quarter when she had 3 of them.
Here is DuBois, gives it to Feenstra in the corner. Tries to pass it inside. Gets nothing but Chapman, though, as it's saved and given to Rowe. Here's Prigge, wide open for three. Ball is up, no good. Rebounded by the Pilots. Looks like she traveled. Refs aren't going to call it. Here is Heimlich, inside pass to DuBois. Heavily guarded by Chapman. Here's Brickner for three. No good. Bethel is going to regain possession here. And here's Heimlich. Cross court pass. Rowe's going to save it, but Bethel's going to recover it. And Brickner is going to get fouled going up.
Flowers tried to draw the charge. She got called for the block. That's her third. Team's first. Shooting will be Brickner, who's having a heck of a day at the free throw line. Today she is 6 out of 7.
Substitutions here for the Pilots.
Emma Prince and Destiny Villejo checking the game. Brickner at the free throw line, very winded, both hands over her head.
A fairly stressful minute of action for both sides.
Refs having a conference.
Brickner's first shot is up. No good. 6 for 8 on the day now. Second shot also rolls out. Rebounded by the Pilots, though. DuBois puts it up. No good. And they're going to give it back to Bethel.
So it was a foul on the Pilots. At first she was pointing to the Maple Leafs, but now ball will go back to the Pilots.
Okay, so confusion averted there.
Foul is on Kelsey Brickner, her second team's first of the quarter. Maple Leafs with possession after Brickner missed both. Maple Leafs down just 1 possession still.
Here's Flowers. Flowers is going to give it over to Cockerham. Cockerham is going to give it to Chapman. Chapman's going to find Rowe in the corner. Rowe's going to dribble over to Flowers. Here's Prigge wide open and sinks it. Game is tied, 68 all. 6:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Prince takes it across court, gives it to Feenstra, who gives it back to Brickner. Villejo gives it to Prince. Prince inside pass to Brickner. She tries to put it up and no good. Rebounded by the Maple Leafs. Here's Rowe. Rowe slowing things down here. Gives it to Cockerham. Cockerham back to Rowe. She's going to give it back to Cockerham. 15 seconds here on the shot clock. Here's Flowers in the corner. Back to Cockerham. Stolen by Prince. Should be wide open under the basket, and it's in. 2-point lead by Bethel. So here's Rowe. Gives it to Flowers. Flowers, Priggy in the corner. Back to Cockerham. Cockerham's going to drive the basket. No good. Priggy is going to put it up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Chapman.
It's a great rebound by Denise Chapman, fighting off 3 Pilots and coming down with it. Fouls on the Pilots. I believe that was on number 14. It is Maggie DuBois, her 4th. Cockerham will check out the game. Ralph will come in. Sydney Williams and Macy Heimlich check in for the Pilots.
5:33 here. Pilots lead by 2 as Rowe gives it to Priggy. Wide open in the corner, puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. The scramble for the ball here. Jump ball.
Possession arrow favors the Pilots. Ball will go back to them.
Here is Prince taking it across half court. Gives it to Williams. Williams going to give it to Feenstra. Feenstra to Heimlich. Inside pass to Williams. Williams is going to give it out to Heimlich. Heimlich for 3 and good. Bethel extends their lead to 5. 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Flowers.
Heimlich's first 3 of the game.
So here is Rowe to Flowers. Flowers puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Chapman. Chapman's going to give it to Priggy. Wide open in the corner and good. Maple Leafs answer with the 3 of their own. They're only down 2 now. 73-71 Pilots. 4:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Feenstra is going to drive to the basket. Throw it up.
Charge, I believe, is the call. Yep, offensive foul. Fouls on Savannah Feenstra, her 4th, team's 3rd. Number 24 checks back in the game for the Pilots, Jessica Irwin. Maple Leafs trail by 2, 73-71, 4:39 left in the 4th quarter. 9th place for the Crossroads League on the line with a win for either team.
Here's Rowe, bringing it across half court. Finds Rauch, over to Rowe, back to Rauch. Rice can get back to Rowe. Rowe hesitates, gives it to Flowers. Flowers looking for an open man, gives it back to Rowe. 12 seconds on the shot clock here. Rowe's going to get back to Flowers. Flowers is wide open for 3, and good. Maple Leafs regain the lead, 74-73, 4:10 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Flowers hits her 5th 3 there, back on top by 1.
Here's Feenstra. Here's Williams, who gives it back to Heimlich. Heimlich to Feenstra. Feenstra's going to take a deep 3. No good. Rebounded by Rauch. Rauch's going to give it over to Flowers. Flowers to Priggy. Priggy, another 3. Good! It's raining 3s here in the Ruth Gundon Gymnasium. 77-73 as Denise Chapman steals it
and is fouled. Fouls on Feenstra. She fouls out with that foul. Her 14, where she had 14 points in the game, fouls out. By the way, Allison Priggy she's got 6 3-pointers in this one. Maple Leafs, as a team, have hit 15 of them. Timeout called by Doug Porter of the Pilots. Waiting on to see what full or 30. Full timeout.
We're going to take a break here, so we'll be right back with more 4th quarter action here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Welcome back to the Ruth Gungor Gymnasium here. As you are tuned into women's basketball, Goshen College leads Bethel University 77-73, 3:30 remaining in the game. Well, it was a crazy couple of minutes before that timeout, don't you?
It has been. Maple Leafs hitting their threes. How about 15 of them? 15 of 36. They're letting them fly, and they've hit 42%. Prigge has 6 threes. Flowers has 5. Maple Leafs on top by 4 with the possession.
Here's Flowers. Gives it over to Prigge in the corner. Gives it back to Flowers. Flowers is going to give it to Rowe. Rowe gives it back to Flowers. Flowers inside to Chapman. Chapman out to Rowe, or Rauch. Rauch puts it up and good. Another 3 for the Maple Leafs here.
Rauch's got 3 of them.
80-73, 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Here is DuBois for the Pilots. DuBois drives top the key, gives it to Heimlich. Heimlich inside to DuBois. She puts it up, not even close, rebounded by Rauch. Rauch gives it over to Rowe.
Maple Leafs going to take their time here with a 7-point advantage. Watch out for the 3 ball. What do you think?
I think so. Here is Flowers. Left side of the wing, gives it to Prigge in the corner. Back to Flowers. Flowers drives, gives it to Prigge. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Rowe, grabs it, puts it up out of desperation. No good, rebounded by the Pilots. Flowers putting a lot of pressure on DuBois, but she gets it to Irwin. Irwin's gonna take it across half court. Here's Brickner. Brickner. Looking for an open man, gives it to Heimlich. Heimlich gives it back to Irwin, who's gonna
Offensive foul on the Pilots. That one will go on number 24, Jessica Irwin, her 4th 30-second timeout. Will stay here.
So, Will, it's been raining threes here for the Maple Leafs in this entire fourth quarter. They turned the momentum around real quick. They're now up 7.
Well, in the fourth quarter, they're outscoring the Pilots 18-5. The third quarter was all Bethel. 27-18 was the score after 3. Pilots had 27, Maple Leafs only 18 in that third quarter, but Maple Leafs a one-sided quarter. They've hit 16 threes, and they're on top by 7. 1:58 left in the game.
So we're getting right back into action here after that quick 30-second timeout. Maple Leafs are going to be inbounding. It's going to be Rauch.
So here comes the full court press. Maple Leafs have 4 timeouts in their bag if they need them.
Here's Rauch, gives it to Chapman, back to Rauch. Who's going to fall. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Maple Leafs.
Number 22 checks into the game, Katie Kinker for Sydney Williams. Ball stays with the Maple Leafs. Full court press.
Here's Rauch. Rauch looking for an open man. Gives it to Rowe. Rowe's going to cross half court with it. She's going to be one-on-one under the basket, put it up, no good. Brickner's going to touch it last as it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Maple Leaf ball under the basket.
Gabe, Maple Leafs fortunate on that one. Rowe definitely did not need to take the shot. She did. Ball will stay with the Maple Leafs. You know, you kind of want to burn a little bit of time when you're up 7, 1:47. Cochran will sub in during this timeout. Maple Leafs with possession, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3 timeouts left, up 7.
So what do you think the Maple Leafs need to do here just to secure the win? We've got 1:47 left. A lot can happen in that amount of time.
It's going to come down to turnovers. Maple Leafs turnover heavy, 16 today. But, you know, when you have 16 threes, that kind of makes up for the 16 turnovers. But Maple Leafs down the stretch need to take care of the ball. If they can keep possession of the ball, hit their free throws, they got no worries. But the Pilots are known for their press and pressure, so Maple Leafs do have to be careful for this final 1:47.
Here's Rowe inbounding under the basket. She finds Cockerham. Cockerham's going to be at the Maple Leaf logo. Give it over to Flowers. Flowers gives it across to Rowe. Rowe gives it. Rowe dribbles to the basket. Traps. And gives it to Flowers. Flowers gives it to Cockerham. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Cochran puts it up, no good. 1:25 here, remaining in the fourth quarter as Irwin takes it across, gives it to Heimlich. Here's Brickner, gonna drive to the basket, put it up, and somehow makes it in. That's a
tough finish.
Great finish by Brickner as Rowe gives it to Cochran. Here's Flowers. Flowers is gonna lose the ball. It's gonna be Brickner gonna put it up as Coach Stephanie Miller's gonna call another timeout. That 8-point lead turned
Gabe,
into
what did I just tell you? How well the Maple Leafs can possess the ball is going to determine how this comes. So they had the ball come out of the timeout, missed the shot with low on the shot clock. Then they come back down. Bethel hits a tough layup, cuts the lead to 5. Then a stolen pass, a back tap at half court, another run-out layup, and the lead is magically 3, and the Pilots don't even have to foul. They can play this one straight up. Maple Leafs will have possession. I assume the Pilots will probably come out here and continue to apply the full court press. Maple Leafs 17 turnovers in this one, on top by 3 points. Battle for the 9th spot in the Crossroads League. Going to be an interesting finish, Gabe.
It's going to be exciting for sure. 57 seconds remaining.
Goshen College leads by 3.
Maple Leafs, it's going to come down to the Maple Leafs having to, handle the pressure. They have struggled all season long, and when it matters now, they've got to be able to hold on to the ball for 57 seconds. Just hold the ball, get fouled, and convert your free throws. It sounds a lot simpler than it actually will be.
Cochran's going to be inbounding the ball for the Maple Leafs. Cochran gives it to Chapman. Chapman is going to give it back to Cochran. Gives it over to Rowe. Rowe to Cochran. Cochran to Flowers. Flowers inside pass to Chapman. Cochran wide open for 3, doesn't take it. Drives to the basket, puts it up, no good. As Bethel rebounds and refs are going to call a foul.
Fouls on Cochran, her 3rd.
And now
30-second timeout called by Bethel.
Tough possession there by the Maple Leafs. Had a good look under the basket, just couldn't convert it. So now Bethel's going to have the ball. Down by 3, 30 seconds left.
Gabe, Bethel, 6 of 27 from 3. If I'm head coach Doug Porter, I'm saying attack the basket, though. Don't settle for the 3. Attack the basket early. Hopefully make the shot if you're Bethel. And then, play defense. Maybe try and trap before you foul and see what happens from there. Now, of course, if there's an open 3, you're obviously going to take that and try and tie the game up. 36 seconds left. Pilots with possession and have the possession arrow in case of a jump ball. Pilots will inbound far side nearest the bleachers.
Just getting underway after the timeout here as Irwin's going to be inbounding for the Pilots. Irwin's going to give it to DuBois. He's going to give it back to Irwin. Irwin's going to give it to Brickner. Brickner's going to try and drive inside. He's going to lose the ball. Chapman's got it. She gives it to Rowe. Rowe is going to dribble around. Coach Miller's going to call another timeout.
So there was a foul called on the Pilots, but the Maple Leafs are awarded the timeout. 80-77. Full timeout, Maple Leafs. Gabe, the Maple Leafs just have to get it across half court and wait for the Pilots to come foul them. The problem is getting across half court.
They gotta make the free throws if they do get across half court. That's something they've been struggling with.
Yeah, just 63%, 10 out of 16. Man, what a game.
I know, you can feel the stress in this gym right now.
I'm stressed watching this game.
I feel it too. I got that feeling in my stomach that.
Because the Maple Leafs have just been so close all season long through the Crossroads League, and you want them to finally get over the hump and start winning some games. And this one is just so close that you would hate to see them lose it. Especially with an 8-point lead, you know, late in the game, so they got to just handle it.
Getting back into action here. Cochran is going to give it to Rowe. Rowe is going to lose it, recover it, lose it again. Ball's loose.
And a 10-second call. Looked like a couple of fouls. They didn't get it. A 10-second violation.
So Bethel is going to have 18 seconds here to take the free of the two.
Well, Gabe, if you're the Maple Leafs, you don't give up a 3 here.
Here is Irwin. Irwin's going to give it to DeVoy. DeVoy's going to give it to Heimlich, who shoots it for 3. Not even close. Recovered by Flowers. And a foul's going to be called at 6 seconds here.
My goodness.
Looks like Heimlich kind of forced a shot there, and it didn't end well for the Pilots.
Wow.
Flowers going to be shooting free throws here.
You must mention Flower is the best free throw shooter on this Maple Leafs team. You just need one to make it a 2-possession game here.
First shot is up, and good.
That didn't look good, to be quite honest. Hit the back of the rim and went straight up and dropped in, so nice roll again from the Maple Leafs.
Second shot is up, and no good. Rebounded by Bethel. Timeout by the Pilots.
4-point lead, full timeout, 81-77, 6.1 seconds left. I want to say it is over, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, we've seen a 8-point lead disappear here.
In about 10 seconds. So they only have 6 in this case, but a quick 3 right here and a foul, if you can do that in 2 seconds, 4 seconds left, that's a lot of time. So again, Maple Leafs just got to now defend without fouling. Man, a 3, yeah, that's the last thing you would do is foul on a 3-pointer.
That would not be good, but maybe we don't have enough faith in them.
Pilots 6-13, Maple Leafs 7-12. Both teams 0-7 in the Crossroads League, battling for the 9th spot in the Crossroads League as we approach the midway point. Pilots with possession.
Six seconds remaining here in this game. Maple Leafs have a 4-point lead. The inbound pass is going to be deflected by Flowers, but the refs say it goes off the Pilots. So Goshen will be inbounding here. 5.2 seconds remaining as Rauch checks in for Chapman.
Maple Leafs just have to get the ball inbounds.
Let's see if they can do it. Cochran gives it to Flowers, who's just going to try and run the ball out, and time's going to expire. So Maple Leafs are going to walk away with their first conference win, their first win since December 20th. Can't imagine how that feels right now.
81-77, the final score. Live and die by the 3, we live today. What a 3-point shooting performance. 16 of 37, 43%.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a quick timeout and be back with your post-game analysis here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics.
Welcome back to the Ruth Gundam Gymnasium as your Goshen College Maple Leafs just defeated Bethel University Pilots 81-77. Will, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, let's give you the final stats. Leading all scorers, Kelsey Brickner, 27 points on 10 of 16 shooting. She had a heck of a game. Let's just keep it with the Pilots. 14 for Savannah Feenstra, 11 for Macy Heinlich, 6 for Destiny Vallejo. Jessica Irwin had 9, 4 points for Maggie DeBoy, 2 points for Emma Prince, 2 points for Katie Kinker, and 2 points for Sydney Williams. The Pilots, 47% from the field, 21% from 3, and 73% from the free throw line. Gabe, they shot 13 free throws in the first half. They shot 2 in the second half, missing both of them, and they needed them both. You remember, Brickner shot them both and didn't convert on them, so that was a tough couple misses in that second half. Now for the Maple Leafs, Allison Prigge leading with 24 points. How about 6 threes? Behind her, Jannar Flowers, 15 points off of 5 threes. Grayson Cockerham, Mariah Rowe, and Claire Rauch each had 9. They each hit, or rather, just 9 points. Denise Chapman, 6 points, 7 rebounds. And Kiera Murph, 5 points. And Susanna Yoder had 3 points, a big 3 points, I may add, as she hit it off the bench. That was a big three-pointer from her. And Drea Rougeau had 1 point. Maple Leafs win 81-77.
Thanks, Will.
So we are going to take a quick break, but before that, I would like to preview the game coming up right after this one, immediately following the break, as your Goshen College Maple Leafs men's team take on Bethel University. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you stay tuned right here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics.
Welcome into the broadcasting booth for Game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader, which features the Goshen College men's basketball team as they host the 11th-ranked Bethel University Pilots. In a few minutes, we will hear again from Gabe Kermode. But first, let's preview today's matchup, starting with Goshen College. The Maple Leafs are coming into today's game off of a very disappointing loss to Taylor University on Tuesday in a game where they were defeated 85-59. The Maple Leafs did not come to play on that day. The Trojans controlled the game and really got any shot or offensive look that they wanted. The Maple Leafs scored 59 points, which was their lowest scoring game to this point in the season. In this one, the Maple Leafs had no players to reach the double-figure mark on offense. Their leading scorer was Michael Bowers with just 9 points. And then the Maple Leafs had 3 players score 8, Taj Curry, Cedric Porter, and Ben Cotton. The Maple Leafs now sit at 4-15 overall and 0-7 in conference play and are last in the Crossroads League. Now shifting focus to Bethel University. The 11th-ranked Pilots come into today's game off of a huge loss to Marion University, falling at home 99-74. With this loss, the Pilots have dropped 3 of their last 4 and are desperate for another win to get them back on track. Against the Knights, the Pilots were led by Travion Cruz, who had 26 points. Keontae Jenkins had 13, and Grant Galen added 10. The Pilots currently sit at 4th place in Crossroads League play at 4-3 this season. When we return, we welcome in my partner for today's broadcast, Gabe Kermode. That's all coming up next on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. Back here on 91.1 The Globe, my name is William Troyer here for Game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader between Goshen College and the 11th-ranked Bethel University Pilots. Let's now welcome in my partner, Gabe Kermode. Gabe, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Will. I'm ready to get this game started.
Well, then let's get right into it. Gabe, the Maple Leafs are only 2 games back of the 8th spot in the Crossroads League, but they're going to have to start winning soon to make sure they keep within striking distance for the remainder of this Crossroads League season. How important is it for the Maple Leafs today to win against their home or their rival at home?
Well, if there's a time to turn your season around, and now is the time to do it. The gym's packed. You're on your home court, and it's the recruit weekend. Everyone's here. Everyone's watching you. They want to show, so let's put one on.
Yeah, so now let's talk about how much the Maple Leafs offense struggled in the last time out, Gabe. How did the Maple Leafs get more offensive production? No one on this team scored double figures, which, to be honest, will never get the job done in any really basketball game. So how can they spark a big offensive outing today?
Well, Goshen's a team that's heavily reliant on that three. They live and they die by it, so if they can live by it tonight, much like the women's team did, they can probably have a chance of catching Bethel off guard and run away with it.
Yeah, so now let's talk about the Pilots. They're a bit of a lull themselves. They began the season 15-0, but now they've lost their last 3 of 4, including a huge loss at home to Marion 99-74 on Tuesday. How do they get themselves back on track and make sure that they don't allow the Maple Leafs to pull off a huge upset today?
Well, it's no secret that Goshen has been struggling all year. This is the game where you don't play anyone close to the same skill as some of the other teams in this conference. So if you go out and you play your game, then you shouldn't have many issues going forward.
When we return, we get into Gabe's keys to the game. That's all coming up right here on 91.1 The Globe and on the Go Leafs live stream. Welcome back to Ruth Gunn Gymnasium. My name is William Troyer, and this is 91.1 The Globe. We're here for Goshen College men's basketball action as they host the 11th ranked Bethel College, or rather University Pilots. Gabe, take us through your keys to the game. First for the host, Goshen College Maple Leafs.
Well, you've got to play good defense. They struggled last game against Taylor. They really paid the price for it. If you don't come out and play like that against Bethel, you won't be in this game for too long. You can't get beat out in the paint. Bethel is not as big as some of the other teams in the conference, so you can take advantage of that and try and drive to the basket and finally try and draw your energy from the crowd. It's going to be packed. Everyone's rooting for you. And then over for the Pilots, let's be honest, Will. Everyone in this gym knows that Bethel is a better team here. You just got to play your game. Come out. Don't get cocky. Blow Goshen out of the water. Try and force bad shots. That's something that Goshen has a habit of doing in high-pressure situations, so let's take advantage of that. And finally, you got to play physical, get Brannigan in foul trouble. They're heavily relying on him for their offense, and they aren't very deep with their bigs, so if he fouls out, I don't think Goshen's really going to have a chance.
When we return, we get into first half action. That's all coming up right here on 91.1 The Globe and on the Go Leafs live stream. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe and on the Go Leafs live stream. My name is William Troyer. We're live from Ruth Gundin Gymnasium on the campus of Goshen College. Gabe, what do you have for Bethel's starting lineups?
So for Bethel, we have number 2, senior guard out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Keontae Jenkins. Number 3, junior guard out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Travion Cruz. Number 15, freshman forward from Valparaiso, Indiana, Nathan Ertz. Number 25, freshman center from Monrovia, Indiana, Maxwell Newman. And number 30, junior guard from Crown Point, Indiana, Grant Galon. Their head coach is Steve Draven in his first season here at Bethel University.
And for Goshen College, Taj Curry, a junior guard at 6'3" from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Number 21, Austin Brannigan, a sophomore forward at 6'7" from Lowell, Michigan. Number 22, Michael Bowers, the junior guard at 6'3" from Dallas, Texas. Number 24, Grant Monix, a freshman guard out of Lowell, Indiana, standing at 6'6". Number 31, Ben Cotton, a senior guard at 6'3" from Columbia, Tennessee. Head coach John Trofe in his third season at Goshen College. Again, the Maple Leafs: Curry, Brannigan, Bowers, Monix, Cotton for the Pilots, Jenkins, Cruz, Ertz, Newman, and Galon. Gabe, what do you have before we get into action?
I mean, this place is packed. You can feel the energy. It's a big rivalry. I'm excited to see how this game goes.
Maple Leafs winless in the Crossroads League at 0-7 as they approach the midway point. For Bethel, 16-3 overall, 4-3 in Crossroads League play. They've had a solid season to this point. In the circle, Brannigan and Newman. Maple Leafs all gray, Pilots road blue. Maple Leafs go left to right, Pilots right to left. Tip is up and won by Newman. Here's Jenkins, spins, gives to Galon, right wing three off the bat. He missed it. Rebound Bowers on the strong side. Maple Leafs will slow up pace and walk it up. Across the timeline is Curry, the lefty from Fort Wayne, goes to Cotton. It's stolen by Galon. He's going to push it up to the fast break. His layup is good.
Good job there by Galon. Caught Curry off guard and took it to the hole.
2-0 Pilot advantage. Curry, top of the key, gives to Monix. Monix, right wing, foul away from the ball.
That foul is going to be on number 25, Maxwell Newman, his first, team's first.
Brannigan catches right wing, gives to Bowers mid-paint. Bowers to the right elbow, doubled, kicks to Brannigan, top of the key. Brannigan, hesitation dribble, tough jumper at the elbow, got it to fall. 2-all, 19:05. Looked like a carry, no call. Top of the key is Ertz. He goes to the left wing. Bowers fell. Cruz open. Kicks it. Jenkins, top of the key three, is short. Rebound in the paint by Michael Bowers. He's going to try and run it now. He'll wisely pull back and slow back down. Curry, top of the key, working on Jenkins. Goes to Bowers, left wing. Bowers faces up, finds Monix, swings Cotton right wing. Galon defending. Curry, top of the key, he'll pump fake, gives to Bowers, left wing, 10 on the shot clock for the Maple Leafs. Bowers, Cotton, right wing, dribbles once. Monix, top of the key three, straight away. No good, didn't get the friendly roll. Jenkins there to corral. Cruz, left wing crosses on Bowers, crosses back, pull up, long two is good. Trevion Cruz, his first points of this one, 4-2, and a foul.
That foul is going to be on number 2, Keontae Jenkins, his first, team's second.
Trevion Cruz, the junior from Fort Wayne, 21.5 point per game scorer. The shifty player, 3 triple doubles on the season for him. Maple Leafs with possession now. It's Curry, top of the key, Jenkins defending with that one foul. Cotton catches left wing, Curry inside to Brannigan, backing down left block. Hook in the paint, fouled on the hook.
Foul is going to be on Keontae Jenkins, his second, team's third.
That's big.
That foul is actually on number 25, Maxwell Newman, his first, team's third. As Monix sinks his first shot.
One more for Brannigan. Missed it. He splits 1 for 2. 4-3. Quickly up the court. Ertz, left hand scoop at the rim. No good. Rebound. Galen in the corner. He fell out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Maple Leafs.
17 minutes and 46 seconds remain here in the first half. Bethel leads Goshen 4-3.
Curry bringing this one up. Crosses on Jenkins, gets to the right wing. Crosses back. Monix wide open right corner, 3. Good. Grant Monix for 3. 6-4 Maple Leafs on top. Cruz quickly pushing. Back up right wing, he's fouled.
That foul is going to be on number 31, Ben Cotton, his first, team's first.
6-4 Maple Leafs on top early. Ertz to inbound, gives to Cruz. Cruz right wing working on Bowers. Gets him in the air and picks up the foul.
That foul is going to be on number 22, Michael Bowers, his first, team's second.
Cruz to the free throw line this season, a 89% free throw shooter. Here's 2. Good. One more for Cruz. His second, good. 6 all, 17-20. First half, Maple Leafs with possession. Curry on the left wing. Off a Monix screen, goes to the right wing, back off a double. Curry finds Monix, right wing, jab step again, kicks to the corner, Bowers. He'll jab step back, Monix, right corner, 3. Left that short, rebound by Galen. Cruz pushing for the Pilots, crosses on Curry. Gets to the left block, finds Ertz. Ertz drives baseline on Monix, drops it off on the ball. Jenkins first one to it, ball is still loose, kicks it out. Galen swings to Cruz. Cruz, left wing, they'll reset. Jenkins in the right corner, step back on Bowers. He'll cross again. What a move! Gets to the right hand and lays it in for 2. 8-6, the 11th ranked Pilots on top by 2, 16-25 first half. Curry, top of the key, gets to Bowers, right wing. Bowers jabs, goes left. Left hand pass to Curry. Curry drives inside, floats it up left hand, missed it. Galen skying in for the rebound, and now here's Cruz. They're on top by 2, Pilots. Cruz behind the back, gets to the free throw line, drives, kicks out, left corner, 3. Ertz is good.
So the Pilots take a 5-point lead here, 11-6. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs, 15:55 remaining in the first half.
Taj Curry, Monix, right wing. Brannigan screen to the left. Monix goes off it, kicks back to Brannigan. Brannigan drives, baseline spins on Segota. Turnaround Jay, no good off glass. Rebound Jenkins, middle of the lane. He's pushing Cruz, left wing. Pull up 3. That's off to the right. Rebound by the Maple Leafs. Curry drives on Jenkins, gets inside, no good. Might have been blocked. Here's Ertz. Ertz, top of the key, crossing, going into the body of Cotton. He missed the left-hand layup. Brannigan pulls down. Here's Curry. 11-6, 15-15. Cotton, left wing 3. It's up. It's good. Ben Cotton for 3.
11-9. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs, 15:08 remaining in the first half.
Cruz gives an over-the-shoulder pass to Ertz. Jenkins, right corner 3 is no good. Rebound Curry. Curry pushing. Right wing, working on Jenkins, crosses. Scoop layup, fouled before.
That foul is going to be on number 2, Keontae Jenkins, his second, team's fourth.
Media timeout. We'll step aside. 11-9 the score from Ruth Gunn Gymnasium. The 11th ranked Pilots on top by 2. This is 91.1 The Globe. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe. My name is William Troyer. Gabe, why don't you take us through some stats?
So for the Pilots, they're shooting 40% from the field, 20% from 3, 100% from the free throw line. They have 6 rebounds and 1 steal. For the Maple Leafs, they're shooting 37% from the field, 50% from the free throw and the three-point line, and they have 6 rebounds.
Cedric Porter Jr. He's back into the game, actually his first action. He's at the top of the key, left wing Mike Bowers. Camp catches top of the key, right wing Cotton. Porter top of the key, left wing Bowers. Bowers working. Bowers crosses, Camp left wing, pump fake, now takes the 3. It's up, no good. Cotton back tip to Porter, left wing, 18 on the shot clock. Porter working off a Brannigan screen. Porter top of the key. Hedging it hard are the Pilots. Brannigan, left wing 3. No good. Rebound in the middle of the paint by Rassler. Cruz gives to Galen. Galen stepped out of bounds and missed the layup anyways.
14-10 remaining here in the first half. 11-9 Pilots lead.
Porter, top of the key. Left wing, it's Bowers. Camp catches top of the key, swings to the right wing to Cotton, inside to Brannigan. Backing down Segota. Kicks out Cotton, left wing 3, he'll pump fake, work, cross, Bowers. He'll drive now, 11 on the shot clock, Bowers. Cotton, he'll pump fake again. Inside to Brannigan, turnaround jumper, no good, rebound Segota. Strong side rebound, here come the Pilots, it's Cruz. Gets to the left wing, between the leg dribble, stolen by Bowers. Ball's loose, jump ball. Back to the Maple Leafs.
.34 remaining here in the first half as Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe checks in for Grant Galon.
(11-9), 13-34. Porter lets this one roll to half court, picks it up. He's at the left wing. Camp high ball screen. He'll go to the right. Camp pops to the corner, kicks back to Porter. Porter off the same screen, gives to Camp on the roll. He goes up, missed it. Pushing up the court is DeHart. Left wing, Giuseppe. Skip it to Cruz in the right corner. Inside to Segota, working on Brannigan. Back to Cruz. Cruz in the right short corner, kicks it out. Rassler drives, kicks, DeHart, left wing 3. Got it.
You can't leave him that wide open. He's going to make it every single time.
14-9, Maple Leafs trail the Pilots by 5. Porter, left wing to Brannigan. Backing down Segota. Inside left-hand layup, no good. He missed it. Cotton flies in for the rebound. Ball stays with the Maple Leafs. Porter, top of the key. Hesitation drive, inside right-hand layup, good. No, it's actually not good, but a foul on the drive.
That foul is going to be on number 13, Gavin Rassler. His first, team's 5th.
Porter to the line to shoot 2. He's a 67% free throw shooter, 10 points per game scorer. He misses the first. Subbing in for the Pilots.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 0, Nick Pluta.
Porter will have one more. Missed the first, his second up, and no good. Missed both of them. Rebound by Rassler. Here's DeHart, left wing. Rassler screen, DeHart top of the key. Goes to Giepsi. Cruz, left wing. Gives back to Giuseppe. He'll take the three. No good. Rebound, Curry in the paint. He's going to push. 3-on-3 break. Curry. Bowers, right corner, three. Too strong. Rebound, Giuseppe on the weak side. Here's Cruz, left wing. Pull-up three is good.
12:05 remaining here in the first half. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 16-9.
Curry, skip pass to Porter. He'll take the left corner three and miss it. Rebound, DeHart. He's going to push. Cruz, back to DeHart. He'll pull up way outside. No good. Rebound, tracked down. Actually, will go out. Porter let it go out. So ball goes back to the Maple Leafs.
Checking in for the Maple Leafs is number 42, Colton Noel. Checking in for Tanner Camp.
Here's Curry. Picked up full court. Gets to the free throw line, pulls it back out. Bowers, right wing. Noel screen. Bowers drops one. Curry, right corner three, good. 16-12, Pilots on top, 4, and they go right to Nick Pluta. Pluta drops off to Cruz. Cruz kicks left corner. DeHart gives to Giepsi. He goes inside to Cruz, left short corner. Cruz backing down Bowers. Gives to Pluta. Pluta, power dribble, goes up right hand, missed the layup. He gets his own rebound and puts it back in for 2. 18-12, 11 even, first half. Here's Curry. Curry gets to the free throw line, goes between the legs. Noel, right elbow. And a turnover.
That foul is going to be on number 42, Colton Noel, as Galen checks back into the game. And also coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 24, Grant Monix.
Giuseppe, left wing, gives to Ertz, right wing. Ertz drives baseline, drops off to Pluta, mid-paint, he'll back down. Kicks it back out to Ertz. Skip pass wide open in the left corner is Giuseppe. Misses the three. And they're back into play. Curry, left wing. Bowers drives, right hand scoop. Layup is good. Mike Bowers. His first points of the game, 18-14, 10-15 in the first half. Giuseppe drives baseline, drops off to Ertz, who lays it in for 2.
20-14, 10 minutes remaining in this first half.
Porter, left wing. Screen from Noel. He'll go off of it to the right and turns it over. Galen pushes, goes behind the back, nearly trips. He's at the right wing. Ertz, Cruz, drives, kicks back to Ertz. Straightaway three. High arcing shot is good. He's got 8. 23-14, 9:30 first half. Bowers left wing. High screen from Noel. They hedge it hard. Noel pops. He'll shoot the mid-range. Got it to fall. 23-16, 9:20. Giuseppe, left wing. The transfer from VCU crosses, drives baseline, drops off to a wide open Pluta, who lays it in for 2. Pluta with 4 off the bench, 25-16, 9:05 first half. Curry crosses on Giuseppe. Monix, top of the key, 3. No, missed it short. Cruz rebounds. Cruz to the top of the key. Jumps in the air, turns it over. Rare turnover from Cruz. Curry, doubled. still doubled. Over the shoulder pass to Monix, left-hand layup. Me missed it. Rebound, Ertz. Cruz. Giuseppe drives baseline hard, reverse layup, good. And a timeout called by head coach John Trope. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here and send it over to Gabe for some stats. Gabe, what do you have?
So first off for Bethel, they're shooting 50% from the field, 30% from three, 100% from the free throw line. They have 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 5 fouls. Over to Goshen, they're shooting 32% from the field, 30% from three, 25 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Over to Bethel, Pluta has 4, Jenkins has 2, Cruz has 6, Ertz has 8, Galen has 2, and for the Maple Leafs, Curry has 3, Brannigan has 3, Bowers has 2, Monix has 3, Cotton has 3, and Noel has 2.
27-16, 8-26. First half, 11th ranked Pilots on top of the Maple Leafs by 11. Curry brings this one up for the Maple Leafs. Also on the court, Monix, Bowers, Porter, and Brannigan. Bowers, Monix, top of the key. Right wing, Bowers. Brannigan faces up, thought about 3, Bowers. Curry, left wing, 10 on the shot clock. Bowers drives inside. Curry, pump fake, bounce pass to the corner. Monix, left corner 3, rattles out. Rebound on the weak side by Galen. DeHart, top of the key, the shooter. Passes up the shot, now gets it back, drives on Brannigan, floats it up mid lane off glass for 2. He's got 5, 29-16, lead is 13. Bowers to Brannigan. Brannigan has it stolen from behind. Galen couldn't grab it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Substitution.
Coming in for the Pilots is number 4, Life Granville.
Media timeout. We'll step aside. 29-16. Maple Leafs trail big to the Pilots on 91.1 The Globe. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics. My name is William Troyer, joined by Gabe Kermode. Resetting the court for the Maple Leafs. Curry, Bowers, Brannigan, Porter, Monix for the Pilots. Ertz, DeHart, Galen, and Granville. His first action of the game. 29-16, 7:30 first half. Inbounding underneath is Curry. Curry directing traffic, finds Monix, who couldn't catch it. First to the ground is Granville, and here come the Pilots. Ertz kicks to Galen in the corner. He'll pump fake, step back, 3 ball. Good. Tough 3 from Grant Galen. Other end, Porter has his shot rejected by Galen. Curry, left wing, drives, nearly has it stripped. Turnaround, kicks to Bowers. Bowers goes behind the back, slips on the ground. Ball loose. Brannigan there to it. Stolen by Ertz. Fast break, right-hand layup from Granville, good.
That lead just keeps getting bigger, 34-16, 6:50 remaining in this first half.
Curry, top of the key. Monix to Brannigan, right elbow. Jumper, got the friendly roll. He's got 6, 34-18, 6:30 first half. DeHart, left wing. Gives to a flare screen to Galen, way outside. Left that short, rebound by the Pilots. Ertz skip pass to the corner. DeHart left corner. 12 goes inside to Segota. DeHart blocked by Bowers. Curry rebounds. Bowers up ahead, throws it down, the two-hand dunk. Pilots sleeping in transition. Bowers makes him pay with a two-hand slam. 34-25, 53. First half. DeHart, top of the key, skip pass to Galen in the corner. Hand in his face, doesn't matter. Hits the three, his second. 37-20, 5:38. This is first half. Bowers gives to Brannigan. He'll face up left wing. 18 on the shot clock. Brannigan drives, spins, goes up, left hand, got it. Nice move from Austin Brannigan. He's got 8, 37-22. DeHart goes off a screen from Segota. DeHart thought about three, gets it back, gives to Segota at the right elbow. Segota kicks out to Granville, nearly lost it. He's at half court, 10 on the shot clock. Ertz to Granville, his three, airballed it. Saved by Ertz, who threw it off his teammate Segota. Substitutions.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 3, Travion Cruz. Number 25, Maxwell Newman. And number 1, Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe.
Back into play. Maple Leafs will have possession. It'll be Curry. 37-22. Curry at the left wing. Brannigan high ball screen. Curry gets to the top of the key. Bowers, step back three. Good. Mike Bowers for three. 37-25 lead, back to just 12, 4:35 first half. Cruz into the game at the left wing. Gets to the left elbow. In and out dribble. Kicks to the corner to Rassler. He goes inside to Newman. Right hand layup, good. Bowers at the right wing. Bowers crosses. Gives to Brannigan. Right corner three, rather right wing is good. Austin Brannigan for three. 39-28. 4 minutes. Cruz gives to the corner to Giuseppe. He'll drive middle, kick out Cruz. Thought about the three. Now he gets it back. Right elbow jumper, good. 41-28, 3:44 first half. Curry, left wing. Off of Brannigan's screen. Curry doubled. Skip pass to Bowers, right corner. Bowers pump fake, drives inside. Drops off to Cotton. Cotton couldn't handle. Giuseppe out running. His layup way off the mark. Curry with it and is fouled.
That foul is going to be on number 4, Life Granville, and checking in for the Maple Leafs, number 5, Trevor Franklin, replacing number 13, Taj Curry.
Bowers will inbound. Porter, left wing. Brannigan high ball screen. Gets to the elbow, right hand layup, good. Nice move from Porter. And a timeout called by Bethel head coach Steve Draben. 30-second timeout, we'll stay here. Gabe, what do you got for stats?
So Bethel is shooting 54% from the line, 35 from three-pointer, and 100% from the free throw line. 17 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, 1 block. For Goshen, 40% from the field, 38% from three, 25% from the free throw line, 15 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Leading scorer for the Pilots is Cruz with 8, and for the Maple Leafs is Brannigan with 10.
You know, Gabe, feels like a huge margin. 11, though, not terrible. It was all the way up to, I believe it was 14, so Maple Leafs keeping it, you know, within striking distance. Back into play, it's Travion Cruz. He's at the right wing, gives to Galen. Why not? No good. Cruz will back tap. Cotton there to intercept it, so Maple Leafs with possession. Porter, left wing, Brannigan high ball screen. Porter drives inside, around everybody. Right-hand layup, no good. Cotton back taps, and ball goes back to the Pilots. Substitution.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs is number 13, Taj Curry. Also in for the Pilots is number 2, Keontae Jenkins.
Cruz will bring this one up. He's at the left wing, gives to Jenkins. Jenkins left wing, tried to go inside. Franklin nearly stole it. Jenkins floats in the air, can't get the layup, but putting it back up is Newman. He's got 4, 43 to 30, 2:20 first half. Curry gives to Bowers. Bowers at the left wing. Gives back to Cotton in the corner. Cotton inside to Brannigan. Bowers straight away, thought about the three, gives to Franklin. Right wing three. No good. Rebound by Rassler on the weak side. Cruz going to push for the Pilots. They're on top by 13. Cruz, top of the key. Rassler way outside. No good. Rebound, Galen tracked it down. He gives to Cruz. Cruz at the right wing. Galen swings to Newman in the corner. His fadeaway three is good.
1:43 remaining here in the first half. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 45-30.
Correction, that was only a 2 by Maxwell Newman. Cotton, right wing three, no good. Rebound, Rassler on the strong side. Cruz pushing, crosses on Cotton, gets to the left elbow, kicks way outside, Galen, no good. Rebound, Curry, the one-hand rebound, he's gonna push. Curry inside, left-hand layup, good. Taj Curry's got 5, 45-32, 108 first half. Cruz across the timeline. And an offensive foul.
And that foul is going to be on number 30, Grant Galen.
It's his first substitution.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 0, Nick Pluta. Also coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 2, Cedric Porter.
(45-32), 101 first half. Curry. He's across the timeline. Gives to Porter at the left wing. Jenkins lobs to Curry. Curry lays it in. 45-34, 45 seconds left. Maple Leafs had the 2-for-1. Cruz going to try and get the 2-for-1 back. He floats it mid-lane, hits it. 47-34, left wing is Curry. Porter, right wing. Working on Ertz, goes inside. He got it. So basket should count. So Ertz, or maybe that's Jenkins to pick up the foul, not sure. Gabe, why don't you tell me who it is?
That foul is going to be on Nick Pluta, his first, team's 8th.
Porter. The and one, good. Full timeout called by head coach John Trofe with 25 seconds left in the first half. We'll break and come back on 91.1 The Globe. Back here on 91.1 The Globe, live from Ruth Gunning Gymnasium. 25 seconds left in the first half. Maple Leafs trail by 10 after a and one by Cedric Porter Jr. 47-37, Cruz with the ball for the Pilots. He's at the top of the key, and they're going to wait until about 8 to do something. Cruz, top of the key, goes to the right. Back off a Pluto screen. He's going to reject it. Go inside, right-hand layup into the body of Curry. No good. Rebound missed. Back tap Curry. Pluto throws it up, and a foul.
That foul is going to be on number 13, Taj Curry.
With 0.9 seconds left. That's a tough one. Pluto this season shoots 48% from the free throw line, so actually maybe a good foul. Or not maybe a good foul, but a harmless foul.
We're about to find out as he missed his first shot.
He'll have one more. The sophomore knocks down the second. Brannigan chucks one full court. Actually hit backboard, so fairly accurate. That's going to do it for the first half, 48-37. We'll come back with the halftime show. It's all coming up right here on 91.1 The Globe and on the Go Leafs live stream. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe and on the Go Leafs live stream. My name is William Troyer, joined by Gabe Kermode. 48-37 the score after 20 minutes of action. Maple Leafs trying to hang on with the 11th ranked Bethel University Pilots. Gabe, why don't you take us through some stats?
Well, for Bethel, they're shooting 50% from the field, 29% from three, 75% from the free throw line, 24 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals, 4 turnovers, 1 block, and for Goshen, they're shooting 44% from the field, 33 from three, 40 from the free throw line, 17 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 6 turnovers, and 1 block. For Bethel, their leading scorer is Cruz with 10, and the Goshen's leading scorer is Brannigan, also with 10. Look through the Pilots lineup. Pluto has 5, Sheehy Giuseppe has 2, Jenkins has 2, Cruz has 10, Granville has 2, Ertz has 8, DeHart has 5, and Newman has 6, and Galon has 8. For the Maple Leafs, Porter Jr. has 5, Curry has 7, Brannigan has 10, Bowers has 7, Monix has 3, Cotton has 3, and Colton Noel has 2.
Gabe, what do you think the Maple Leafs need to do to get back into this one?
Well, it seems like they haven't been playing the worst defense. It just seems like every difficult shot that Bethel seems to shoot up just seems to fall. What they really need to do is just try and improve from the three-point line. And I mean, you can't give up so many offensive rebounds. Bethel has 7 points, second chance points, and Goshen only has 3. Bethel also has 10 points off of turnovers. You can't turn over the ball as much as they have been, or you can't be allowing as many points off of turnovers.
This is a very explosive Pilots team, a lot of athleticism. Even though they're not the tallest team that we'll see all season, they are very athletic and explosive, and they're showing that off, getting more rebounds, blocking more shots. They've got only 1 block, but there's been a lot of high contests. So Pilots playing very well in that first half. Maple Leafs doing a nice job, though, to stay within that 10-11 striking distance that, you go on a quick 6-0 run, you're down 5. So they're in a good spot to the 11th ranked team, I would say.
Yeah.
When we return, the pregame, or rather the halftime show continues right here on 91.1 The Globe. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe, live from Ruth Gunn Gymnasium on the campus of Goshen College. Pilots on top, 48-37, 5:25 left before we start second half action. Gabe, why don't you revisit your keys to the game and tell us how each side is doing in those certain aspects?
Well, for Bethel, they really just need to keep their foot on the gas. They don't even really have to play amazing offense. They just got to be solid on defense, try and keep the Maple Leafs from scoring, and just keep that lead. They didn't seem to have much trouble with the Maple Leafs in the first half, and I can't imagine things are going to change in the second. And for the Maple Leafs, you just got to completely turn that momentum. Everything is against you right now, and it's just going to keep getting harder and harder to overcome the more that you believe that. So you got to come out here with the right mindset, come out hard, quick, and just ready to turn the tides. Everyone here is supporting you. Everyone here is rooting for you. So
again, 48-37, leading scorer Trevion Cruz, 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Austin Brannigan counters that with 10 of his own on 4 of 8 shooting. Taj Curry, 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's having a heck of a first half. They're going to need more out of him in the second half if they want to keep this thing close. We'll see what happens coming up next on 91.1 The Globe. Welcome back here on 91.1 The Globe, live from Ruth Gunn Gymnasium on the campus of Goshen College. My name is William Troyer, joined by Gabe Kermode. Let's now quickly take a look at some other scores around the Crossroads League. Mount Vernon leads Grace by 4, 59-55. That's early in the second half. Spring Arbor leads St. Francis after one half of play, 41-40. Our score here, Bethel on top, 48-37 at the break. Marion leads Huntington by 6, 37-31 after one half of play. And those are your scores from around the league. Gabe, again, our score here, Maple Leafs trail by 11. They have only one player in double figures. Who can they turn to in this second half to get more scoring production from? Who do you think is going to step up for the Maple Leafs to help them get back into this?
Well, if I am Coach Trofe, I'm definitely going to be looking to people like Brannigan, Curry, Cotton, people that have been, or Brannigan and Curry have been doing really good driving inside, and then if Cotton get hot from 3, he seems to be Once he's hot, he's going, and it's hard to stop him.
Yeah, they're going to have to get definitely some more threes going today. They've only hit 5. I guess that's not too terrible. Their percentage is fairly low, 5 of 15, so you'd like to see a couple more threes fall in. Maybe get to the free throw line. They've only been there 5 times, yet they've only converted twice, but why not get to the free throw line, see if you can get some points there while not using any clock. But I think things start here on defense first. They're being out-rebounded and more second chance opportunities for the Pilots. I think that's going to be the difference of the game unless the Maple Leafs can put a body on somebody and keep them off the glass.
Couldn't agree more.
48-37. Pilots will bring out their starters. Jenkins, Galen, Newman, Ertz, and Cruz for the Maple Leafs. They run their same starters out. Curry, Monix, Brannigan, Bowers, and Cotton. Cruz, top of the key, goes to the right wing to Jenkins. Into the corner to Ertz. He'll dribble to the left block, goes up in traffic, got it, and the basket.
That foul is going to be on number 24, Grant Monix.
It'll be his team's first 10 seconds in. Ertz misses it. Galen gets the offensive rebound and takes the corner 3. No good. Rebound. Brannigan flies into the Bethel bench. He goes over the bench. Bowers there to corral. And they'll reset, allowing Brannigan to come back into play. Curry, Bowers to Brannigan. He'll face up top of the key. Splits the double, pulls up mid-plane, floats it up. Soft touch, knocks it down. Austin Brannigan for 2. 50-39, loose ball. Jenkins lost it, jump ball. Nope. Maxwell, he'll drive into Brannigan's body. He's fouled on the drive. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That foul is going to be on number 21, Austin Brannigan. His first, team second.
Newman to the free throw line, his first attempts today. He's a 74% free throw shooter, missed it. Bethel coming into this one, a pretty poor free throw shooting team, 69% on the season. So if they do one thing poorly, it's their free throws. And right now, hitting a lower percentage of them. 51-39 as Maxwell Newman knocks down the second one. Curry all the way inside, kicks out Brannigan. Right corner, 3. Good. Austin Brannigan for 3. He's got 5 out of the break, 51-42, 9-point game. Cruz gets to the right paint area and floats it in. Maple Leafs cannot stop him. Bowers inbounds to Curry. Bowers into the corner. Brannigan wide open left corner 3. He got it back to back. Wide open from the corner.
He's starting to get hot. It's going to be hard to stop him if they don't do something now.
Timeout called by head coach Steve Draben. 53-45. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here on 91.1 The Globe. Gabe, this is what I was talking about. Within striking distance, Maple Leafs back-to-back threes. The lead is down to 8. So they're right there, and it's in large part because of Austin Brannigan leading all scorers right now. And especially coming out of the second half hot. He's got 8 already in this quarter, or this half rather. 53-45, 18-25. Brannigan with 18, Cruz with 12. Maple Leafs raising their shooting percentage. It's up all the way to 49%. Bethel still sits at 51%. Cruz goes to the right wing. Backdoor cut to Galen, stolen by Michael Bowers, and ball goes back to the Maple Leafs. Galen back tapped it but went out of bounds, so Maple Leafs pick up possession, down 8.
18-19 remaining here in the second half. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 53-45.
Curry, top of the key, gives to Monix left wing. Monix faces up. Brannigan, Curry right wing. Goes to Brannigan. Brannigan couldn't catch it. Now saves it. Throws it to Bowers. Bowers, crafty move to get open and lays it in for two. Mike Bowers has got 11. 53-47, 17-55. Jenkins kicks to Cruz on the left wing. Cruz gives to Jenkins in the corner. Cotton nearly stole the entry pass and now steals it. Here's Michael Bowers running for the Maple Leafs to the left wing. Nearly stolen. Curry, step in three, left wing. Off to the right. Rebound. Jenkins should be out of bounds. It goes back to the Maple Leafs.
Great hustle there by Monix.
Substitution.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 22, Jared DeHart, replacing number 30, Grant Galon.
Maple Leafs trail by 6, 17-33 second half to the 11th ranked Bethel Pilots. Cotton inbounds to Curry. Curry gives to Monix at the left wing. Monix, Brannigan top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. Curry, right wing. Lob pass to Cotton, who lays it in. Ben Cotton lays in the alley-oop pass. The second alley-oop play to work, 53-49. Maple Leafs right back into this one. 17:05 second half. DeHart left wing. Drops off to Pluta. He goes up, is fouled.
That foul is going to be on number 13, Taj Curry.
His second.
Team's third.
3 team fouls for the Maple Leafs already. Pluta at the line. 48% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. His second is up and good. 55-49, 17 minutes, second half. Curry directing traffic. He's at the left wing. Brannigan high ball screen. Curry to Bowers. Bowers drives inside. Gets to the left hand. Missed it. Looked like a lot of contact. No call. Jenkins pushing up the left side of the court for the Pilots. Crosses. Drives baseline. Drops off to Pluta. DeHart left wing. 20 on the shot clock. Pluta backing down Curry. Goes up. Left hand good. 57-49 lead back to 8. Curry at the left wing. Crosses. Gets to the free throw line, spins, backs down Cruz, left hand, floats it up, no good. Cotton tried to save it, ball goes back to the Pilots. So the Maple Leafs were down 6, now they're down 8. Pilots have the ball too. Actually, Maple Leafs were down 4, sorry, and now leads back to 8. Cruz, right wing. Gets to the top of the key, kicks out to DeHart. He'll drive, kick to Jenkins, top of the key, spins at the left elbow, goes inside, right-hand layup, blocked by Cotton. Curry gives up to Monix on the right wing and turns it over. Cruz running with Pluta. Euro step rejected and pulled down by Cotton. Curry crosses, gets inside, left-hand layup, no good, he missed it. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins, left wing, goes inside and goes out.
That foul is going to be on number 22, Michael Bowers. His second, team's fourth.
Full timeout called. We'll step aside and come back with more second half action on 91.1 The Globe. 57-49, the score from Ruth Gunn Gymnasium on the campus of Goshen College. This is 91.1 The Globe. My name is William Troyer, joined by Gabe Kermode. At the free throw line is Keontae Jenkins. He'll shoot 2 after the Mike Bowers foul. Jenkins hits the first.
He shoots 79% from the free throw line on the season.
This one puts him up 10, and he hits it. Substitution.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 45, Philip Segota.
And now a full court press by the Pilots. Cotton gives to Curry. Curry will break. Kicks out, and an offensive foul.
That foul's on number 13, Taj Curry. That's going to be his third, team's 5th.
59-49, Pilots on top by 10 with possession. Cruz, right wing to DeHart. Swings it over to Jenkins, left wing. Jenkins gives to Cruz in the corner. Cruz, Jenkins, left wing, inside to Aerts, kicks out Cruz, left corner, wide open 3, good. Lead is 12, 62-49, actually 13. Curry, top of the key. Porter, stolen by Jenkins. Jenkins gonna push. His layup, good, and the foul.
That foul is on number 13, Taj Curry. That's going to be his 4th, team's 6th. Substitutions in for the Maple Leafs, number 5, Trevor Franklin, and number 4, Life Granville.
Jenkins will have one more. He's a perfect 2 for 2 at the stripe. His 3rd of the day, good. 65-49. A 13-0 run for Bethel University. Porter trapped, turns it over. Granville gives to DeHart at the right wing. DeHart inside to Segota. Kicks it. Keontae Jenkins, left wing, wide open 3, good. Lead is 19, full timeout. We will step aside and come back with more second half action on 91.1 The Globe. (68-49) the score. Pilots on top of the Maple Leafs. We're back into play.
The foul is going to be on number 4, Life Granville. That is going to be his 2nd, team's 1st.
68-49, 11th ranked Pilots all over the Maple Leafs. They're on a 15-0 run. Porter, left wing, working on Granville. Gets to the top of the key, crosses on Aerts, goes into the free throw line, kicks it to Bowers. Bowers drives, kicks to Porter. Top of the key three is good. Cedric Porter Jr. for three, 68-52. Aerts to DeHart, top of the key. Jenkins, left wing three, no good. Rebound, Granville. And he kicks out to DeHart, left wing. Aerts gives to Newman and a travel. Substitution.
Coming in for the Pilots is number 13, Gavin Rassler, and number 1, Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe. 13:43 remaining here in the second half. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 68-52.
Back into play. It's Porter. He's at the right wing. Drives inside, missed it. Gets it back though, Franklin. Drives, kicks to Camp at the right wing. Camp three, way off. Rebound, Rassler. Stolen by Franklin. And goes back to the Pilots. 68-52, 13-20, second half. Giuseppe, DeHart, Rassler, right corner, inside to Newman. He goes up and scores. 70-52, 13 even, second half. Porter, right wing, crosses. Top of the key, gives to Brannigan on the roll. Brannigan backing down Granville. Gets inside, and a jump ball. Ball stays with the Maple Leafs.
.47 remaining here in the second half. Pilots lead Goshen 18.
Still looking on the inbound. Finally inbounding to Camp. Camp, top of the key, gives to Porter. Top of the key, 6-5-4, gives to Brannigan. Brannigan turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Franklin. He'll pump fake, go up, no good. Rassler, left wing, gives to Giuseppe. DeHart, he'll drive inside, kick out. Rassler, left wing three, no good. Rebound, Bowers. Throws it up to Camp and back to Porter. Porter, left wing crosses. Goes back to the top of the key. Bowers, right wing. Bowers, 10, 9, step back. Gives to Brannigan, backing down. And is fouled. Fouls on DeHart. First. Brannigan, he'll pull up mid-range, missed it. Here come the Pilots, 70-52, 11:45. Giuseppe drives and lays it in. They're on top by 20. Porter, top of the key. Gives to Brannigan in the short corner. Backing down, spins baseline, and a foul.
That foul is on number 13, Gavin Rassler. That's going to be his second, team's third. Coming in for the Maple Leafs is number 31, Ben Cotton, and number 42, Colton Noel.
Bowers, right elbow, drives into DeHart's body. He missed it, but was hacked on the way up.
That foul is going to be on number 22, Jared DeHart. That is going to be his second, team's fourth. Bowers shooting his first free throws of the night. Bowers is a 65% free throw shooter on the season, as he misses the first one.
Substitution.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 0, Nick Pluta.
One more for Bowers. He missed his first and misses his second. Here's Granville in the backcourt, defended tightly by Cotton. Giuseppe, right wing, swings to Rassler. Left corner, DeHart inside to Pluta. Stolen by Cotton. Pluta gets it back. He'll go back inside, right-hand layup, good. Bowers, right wing. Crosses, spins at the right elbow, gives to Cotton. Porter inside to Noel, backing down Pluta. His hook shot, no good, fouled on the shot.
That foul is going to be on Nick Pluta. That's going to be his second, team's fifth. Coming in for the Pilots is number 30, Grant Galon.
Gets both of them. Back into play, Giuseppe drives on Monix and looked like a pretty obvious just throwaway, but ref saw a tip, so we'll stay here. 74-54. Giuseppe drives, drops off to Pluta, who wasn't expecting it. He gets it, though. Rassler, left corner, gives to Pluta. Offensive foul.
That foul is going to be on Pluta. That is going to be his third, team's sixth.
Porter with it, 74-54. He's at the top of the key. Gives to Bowers, right wing. Double screen. Monix catches, top of the key. Bowers, right wing, 15 on the shot clock. Porter, top of the key. Gives to Noel, left block, backs down Pluta. Spins baseline left hand, missed it. Gets his own rebound. Throws to Cotton. Cotton back out to Porter. 15. And shot clock reset. So shot clock reset, ball didn't hit the rim. No idea what they're going to do with the shot clock. They're saying it was 4. Right now there's 5. 74-54, 9:53. Gabe, take us through some stats.
So for Bethel, they're shooting 53% from the field, 32 from the three-point line, 75 from the free throw line. Goshen is shooting 42 from the field, 40 from the three-point line, and 44 from the free throw line.
74-54, 9:53. Second half, 11th ranked Pilots all over the Maple Leafs. Giuseppe, left wing. And is fouled. Cotton picks up the foul on Bolt.
That's going to be Cotton's second, team 7. Coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 13, Taj Curry, and number 21, Austin Brannigan, replacing Bowers and Noel.
Giuseppe, a 41% free throw shooter this season. The 1-and-1. His shot, good. He'll have one more to make the lead 22. It is good. Substitutions.
Coming in for the Pilots is number 15, Nathan Ertz.
Curry turns it over. Galen gives to Cruz. Giuseppe lays it in for two. Porter going to push for the Maple Leafs. The 1-on-4. Gets through it and lays it in. 78-56, 9-15, second half. Pluta, left block, working on Brannigan. Backing down to the middle. Goes up. Missed it. Rebound, Porter. He's going to push again. Right wing Brannigan, back to Porter. Top of the key three. No good, off to the left. Rebound, Galen. Giuseppe pushing. Gives to Cruz, wide open corner, three. No good, rebound Porter. Gives to Monix, now here's Curry. Curry to Porter, right wing. Cotton, bounce pass to Brannigan. Brannigan floats one up middle of the paint, got it to fall. Quickly back up the court, Pluta lays it in and the foul.
That foul is going to be on number 24, Grant Monix.
Pluta on the season averaging 5 points. He's got 13 going to the line for 14. 80-58. Pluta's shot way off. Galen gets the rebound uncontested. And here's Cruz. Inside, drops off to Pluta, lays it in for two. 82-58. Full timeout. We will step aside and come back with more second half action on 91.1 The Globe. Back here on 91.1 The Globe, Goshen College squaring off with Bethel University 82-58, 8:05 in the second half. Pilots on a 29-9 run. Porter drives inside, kicks it out, stolen by Galen. Here's Jenkins, right wing, working on Monix, in and out, pull up. Jay is no good. Rebound Porter in the middle of the paint. Curry, right wing. Takes the three and misses. Draws to nothing. 82-58, 7:35. Ertz gives to Galen. He'll pull from way outside and no good. Rebound Curry. Curry kicks to Cotton. Gives to Brannigan, top of the key. Brannigan drives inside, kicks to Monix, and an offensive foul.
.7:18 remaining in this game. Pilots lead the Maple Leafs 82-58. Checking in for the Maple Leafs, number 44, Tanner Camp replaces Brannigan.
82-58, 7:18 second half. Pilots all over the Maple Leafs here. Cruz, right wing. Screened by Segota. Cruz drives, drops off to Ertz, reverse layup, he missed it, and ball goes back to the Maple Leafs.
Good job by Tanner there. Good defense.
Substitution for the Maple Leafs.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 33, Landon Noonan, placing 24, Grant Monix.
Back into play, Curry, right wing. Off a Camp screen, gets to the key, goes to Noonan, right corner, three is no good. Rebound, Cotton, and he was out of bounds.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 22, Jared DeHart.
82-58, 6:50 second half. Cruz, he's across the timeline to the right wing. Hands to DeHart. Cruz, right corner three. No good. Rebound. Curry. Curry threw it away. (82-58, 6:36 second half). Pilots back with it. DeHart gives to Ertz, cutting down the lane, drops off to Segota. He lays it up right hand, missed it, rebounds Segota, and he lost it out of bounds, stays with the Maple Leafs, or rather with the Pilots.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 22, Michael Bowers.
Cruz catches, goes up, left block, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it to DeHart, drops off to Segota, lays it up, no good. He gets his own rebound, goes back up and in for two. (84-58), Pilots on top by 26. Cotton, right wing. Backdoor cut to Noonan. Noonan lost it, and that is another turnover. Pilots out rebounding the Maple Leafs 39-30. They've got 11 offensive rebounds. As we're back into play. It's DeHart, right wing. Hands to Granville. Here's Galen. Drives inside. Missed everything. Here's a rebound. Mike Bowers out running. It's a 3-on-2 break for the Maple Leafs. Bowers goes inside and fouled.
That foul is going to be on number 22, Jared DeHart.
Bowers might have been bailed out by that foul call as he was going 1-on-2. Noonan and both Cotton were both in their respective corners ready to shoot the three, but he gets the foul and goes to the free throw line and misses the first. He's 0 for 3 today. Substitution.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs is number 20, Phillip Hughes.
One more for Bowers. It's no good. He's 0 for 4. 84-58. Second half. DeHart, left wing. DeHart gives to Galen. Galen, step back three, top of the key, contested. He got it.
Five.
87-58, 5:15. Gabe was going to say the same thing I was going to, but beat him to it. Back into play. Porter, right wing. kicks to Bowers, left wing. He'll drive to the short corner, gets his dribble picked up. Noonan in the middle of the paint, kicks to Bowers. Bowers left wing, step back. Driving inside, kicks to Porter. Porter, he'll pump fake, step back. Give to Cotton. Cotton, turnaround jumper, elbow, no good. Rebound by Newman, rather. DeHart goes, gives to Ertz, who, I don't know, got stuck between a dunk and a layup and about airballed it. Foul is assessed to Ertz, his first.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 1, Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe.
Phil Hughes at the free throw line. His shot is good. Maple Leafs have missed 7 free throws today.
Number 11, Colin Flowers checks in for the Maple Leafs.
Hughes misses the second. Rebound picked up by Giuseppe. 87-59, 4:38. Second half. In the post, spinning, backing down is Newman. He can't get it to fall. Rebound, fought for, and goes back to the Maple Leafs. Substitution.
Coming in for the Maple Leafs, number 23, Kedrick Bibby.
Also checking in, somebody for Bethel. Gabe, who is it?
Number 5, Gabe Johnson.
Back into play. Bowers, right wing, high ball screen from Hughes. Bowers attacks inside, kicks. Colin Flowers, left corner three is good. Instant offense off the bench from Colin Flowers, but nobody gets back for the Maple Leafs, and a run-out dunk from Newman. 89-62, second half. Newman, driving baseline, Euro pass, Flowers. He'll pump fake, drive inside into the body. Looked like a foul, no call. Maxwell pushing, gives to Giuseppe. Giuseppe drives inside, turns it over. Bowers, top of the key. Pump fake, kicks to Noonan. Noonan drives inside, left-hand layup, good. Landon Noonan, nice drive. 89-64. Giuseppe with it. Noonan picks him up full court. Giuseppe lays it up and in for two. 91-64, 3:15 second half. Bowers, top of the key, gives to Flowers, way outside, no good. Rebound by Newman. Giuseppe attacking Hughes. Euro step, left hand layup, good. Wide open drive again, just a substitution timeout.
Coming in for the Pilots, number 23, Nicolai Bailey. And for the Maple Leafs, number 30, Braden Kingery. Also in for the Pilots, number 10, Mihailo Stovjanov.
Flowers, left wing, off a Bibby screen, gives to Noonan, right wing. Bibby, left wing. Crosses, spins, goes inside, floats it up and in for two. 93-66. DeHart, left wing. Working on Kingery. A near steal. Now a drive inside by the Pilots. It's number 5, Johnson. Lays it in for two. 95-66. Flowers pushing it. Tried to pass it inside to the cutting Bibby. Turned it over. Johnson pushing. Left wing. Rejected by Hughes. And a foul.
That foul is going to be on number 20, Phil Hughes. His first, team's 10th.
the line, Johnson.
Checking in for the Pilots is Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe, number 1.
Johnson hits. He'll have one more attempt. It's up and good. 97-66. Here's Colin Flowers, right wing. Top of the key. Newnham, right wing 3. No good, rattled out. Here's Stojanov. Gives to Giuseppe. Drives up and under. Threw it off the bottom of the rim. Bibby turns it over. Stojanov lays it in for 2. Flowers crosses. Nearly turned it over. Ball went off the leg of Bailey. Ball stays with the Maple Leafs.
133, 66-99. Pilots lead here in the second half.
Flowers gives to Newnham. And the foul will send Bibby to the free throw line to shoot.
That foul is on number 5, Gabe Johnson.
Bibby will have the 1-and-1 opportunity here. The lefty freshman from Kissimmee, Florida. His shot is good. He'll have one more. His second, no good, rattled out. Here's Stojanov. Gives to Johnson on the left wing. Johnson, top of the key to Granville. Stojanov inside to Bailey. His hook shot is no good. Rebound by Hughes. Flowers pushing. Gets to the top of the key and pulls it back out. Kingery, right wing. He'll drive on Giuseppe. Couple of fakes, kicks to Bibby. Newnham, right wing with 10 on the shot clock. Newnham, wild shot is off. And a foul.
That foul is on number 11, Colin Flowers.
That sends Bailey to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's good. Pilots hit the century mark with 100. One more. It is good. Hits both of them. 101-67. Pilots advantage. Bibby brings the ball up. Gives to Flowers. Flowers crosses again. Gets downhill. Rejected by Granville. Ball stays with the Maple Leafs. .35 seconds left. Newnham. Top of the key. Step back 3. No good. Rebound, Bibby. Flowers. Way outside from 3. Good. Colin from Flowers from the Leaf cuts the lead to 101-70. Giuseppe will run the clock out, and that will do it. Pilots will take this one 101-70. Final score. We'll come back with second half, or rather game analysis. It's all coming up right here on 91.1 The Globe. Back here on 91.1 The Globe, live from Ruth Gunner Gymnasium, the Maple Leafs split a 2-game doubleheader with the Bethel University Pilots. Women win the first one, and the men lose the second one. We're here for second half analysis of the men's game, and we'll send it to Gabe with some stats. Gabe, what do you have?
So for Bethel, they shot 49% from the field, 31 from the three-point line, 79% from the free throw line, 50 rebounds, 16 assists, 12 steals, 10 turnovers, and 3 blocks. For the Maple Leafs, they shot 41% from the field, 36 from the three-point line, 40% from the free throw line, 36 rebounds, 15 assists, 6 steals, 18 turnovers, and 4 blocks. Over for the Pilots, Pluta had 15, Giuseppe had 12, Jenkins had 10, Cruz had 15, Granville had 2, Johnson had 4, Stojanov had 2, Ertz had 10, DeHart had 5, Bailey had 2, Newman and Galen both had 11, and Segota had 2. For the Maple Leafs, Porter Jr. had 10, Flowers had 6, Taj Curry had 7, Hughes had 1, Brannigan had 20, Bowers had 9, Bibby had 3, Monix had 3, Cotton had 5, Noonan had 2, Noel had 4.
Again, final score 101-70. Up next for the men's and women's teams, they will travel to Spring Arbor University on Tuesday, January 21st. The women's team will travel on Wednesday, January 22nd. Both those start at 7 p.m., and we wish best luck to both of those teams. One final thank you, Riley Friesner back in the studio, keeping us on air. For myself and Gabe Kermode, this has been 91.1 The Globe, your home for Maple Leaf Athletics.